Like I said, no, it's build and sell.
Build and sell off.
Houses?
Alright.
Yun yung ginagawa ng dad mo?
Yeah,
Dad and kuya mo.
that's just how he covers up the whole mafia thing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we can't talk about the mafia thing.
Oh no!
Because we're live.
God damn it.
Is that how you're really gonna
Now because I control all the mics, it's back to surprise start.
God
Fuckers.
Hey guys, we is back.
May time na hindi control ni Rowing, Mike.
Yeah, there was a
time.
sync, diba?
Oh,
So
no, let's
you
clap.
guys
Let's
know
clap.
when it started.
Yeah,
So now, surprise!
we're live. We're live.
Guys, there's a ghost among us.
Alright, there's a ghost
Ooh,
among
who is
us.
it?
Wait, before we get there.
Wait, they don't know what I look like.
Yeah.
Now they do.
It's your first time seeing his face. It's the Benta
Lawrence.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
From
Yes,
the dead.
thanks.
No.
I don't have a fucking intro for the three of us.
I'm Arnold. No, whatever.
You already know their faces.
It's Christopher.
The two guys who met each other by a day in Hong Kong. It's Arnold and Christopher.
And it's
Hi.
me.
The guy.
We ate.
The bloated
We ate Christopher's money.
Yes.
Thank you, Christopher.
Money was delicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
It tasted like burrito for me.
It tasted-
Burgers.
It tasted like cilantro specifically.
So any of you guys in the south in the Philippines, try cilantro. It's a good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cheap as fuck though. Yeah.
Filmex combo.
Okay.
It's really worth like the money
Mhm.
and all that stuff.
Anyway, enough of
I
advertising
see.
cilantro. Let's get
Let's
on
get
with the
into
program.
episode 25.
Hi guys.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, we're quarter away.
yeah, well, one of my favorite numbers, 25. Hey, I'm surprised that I came back on this number.
Why
Yay.
is 25? Oh, let's start with that. Why is 25 your
Yeah, why
favorite
is
number?
25 your number?
Because
Why?
5 is my most favorite number, and 5 times 5 is 25.
Oh,
really?
There you fucking
Alright.
go. It's
Alright.
that easy.
Alright, before we start with
Ah,
our
yes.
bullshit weeks, do you wanna like tell everyone what you've been doing since you were dead?
Yes.
Only if
Yes.
you want to do
Yeah,
it.
catch the
Trying to
listeners.
resurrect.
To resurrect.
And now
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
because ever since Ochoa has been taking your spot in the anime.
In the anime corner.
Yeah.
And I'm now currently kind of blind in the anime spot. If anything, you want me to update on the isekais? I have been reading.
Yeah, sure. Let's start with that.
Oh,
Let's start with
we're
that.
going to anime.
Alright, so we're going to anime anyway.
Yeah, what have you been doing in terms of anime, manga,
Cartoons.
cartoons?
Because
Cartoons. It's just cartoons.
it's just cartoon.
Yo, Ochoa.
I'll just say it now. I don't have a cartoon week.
Yeah,
so-
neither do I.
Steven Universe is still on hiatus, so
Mhm.
fuck that. Still no news or leaks on the new
Fuck the
episode.
schedule, not the show.
Yeah, you
Fuck
love
the
the show. You love
Not
the
the
show.
show. I hate Cartoon Network scheduling.
Nah. I
After
see.
that, Rick and Morty is still up, still watching it. Still
Mhm.
good. I've taken an interest in The Loud House by Nickelodeon. It's a really good show.
What's it about?
Yeah, give
I'm
us a
not familiar.
premise, a short summary of the Loud House.
It
familiar
basically has a comic-y style.
Mm.
Like
A
you know-
sitcom?
No,
What do you mean?
comic-y by I mean the art style is
Mhm.
you know those Sunday newspaper cartoons, kind of like Garfield. It has that style of drawing.
Like Dennis the Menace,
yes,
like Calvin and Hobbes. Okay.
It's an interesting show. It's about a guy with 10 sisters.
What?
Oh.
5 older, 5 younger.
Ooh, that's like
anime.
Is this like
like
isekai?
7 more sisters than Arnold
He's
has.
a guy. He's basically him trying to live with his 5 annoying
Is
sisters.
this like Yosuga Nosaura?
No, absolutely not. Because
Oh,
this is
damn it.
Western show. It's mainly comical.
He does- he-
None of that. None of that incest.
His
shit.
sisters aren't trying to fuck him.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And he has
Or like Kiss Exist.
he literally has a baby sister. A baby.
That's a baby.
Oh, that's racy. What do you mean, baby?
Does he call the sister baby?
Oh
Or,
yeah.
you know,
Since I haven't met you guys in the past weeks, I have watched Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella. It was a good show.
Ooh, yeah, that's a
we'll save that
movie,
for
but
the
yeah,
live
we'll save it
action,
for
yeah.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I've watched Annabelle 2. It
Yeah,
was
Live action.
live action. Let's leave that for later.
and also I've watched. I'm gonna watch later Stephen King's It, and also I have watched
Mhm.
Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, let's leave that for later. So a lot of people are beginning to
I
watch
still
Baby
haven't
Driver.
watched it.
Boo, boo, boo.
What have you watched today?
In terms of
I just
John,
said
none,
nothing.
nothing.
And I thought-
I still haven't continued my
and
comics.
still, anime is nothing new.
No, you mentioned it earlier. We
Oh.
are the crystal gems.
I already talked about that like a long
Ah,
time ago.
okay.
But you know, since
That was him just informing me.
yeah,
Okay.
since
Okay.
Lawrence is here, I guess I'll just say I didn't expect season 4 to end in a serious note.
Really?
Yeah.
It
How
always
does it-
kind of does end on a
Yeah,
serious
but
note,
season 4's ending is like the most serious. so
Did
far.
someone die?
No,
How
he
did it
discovered her mother killed someone.
Yeah, and he
like perfect, not
Yeah.
really quartz.
And
What's the
he-
name of the mother's
Rose
name?
quartz.
Yeah, rose
and
quartz.
he has to go to Homeworld willingly because his friends
of his mother's crimes and stuff like that.
no because
Rebellion.
well, yes and no,
Ah,
something
okay.
like that.
How about you, Arnold? Did you watch anything cartoons
Oh,
or
he
manga?
did.
Yeah.
It's so depressing.
Anime.
Oh, wait. Since let's
Anime, nothing.
let's start about mine.
Mangas, just continuing the
Isekais.
It's guys.
Anything new that's noteworthy?
Yeah, before we dive
or are
later.
you, or are you just continuing the same pile as before?
Something new added to the pile, but it's nothing noteworthy.
Mhm.
If
What's it about?
anything, dragon. He was resurrected into the world as a dragon. No, an OP dragon, and he became
Dragon's
an OP.
Dogma.
And he became an OP human. It's bullshit. And the other thing I've been reading that's also updated is Atsukoi Zombie. It's pretty good.
Mm.
I would say I'm mentioning it now, but I've been reading it for a long time. But I'm mentioning it now because it's at that point in its story where it's finally taking a turn, because it's one of those stupid rom-com.
So it's not an isekai.
It's not an isekai. It's a stupid rom-com comparable to Love Ru, Nisekoi, and all that rom-com bullshit.
Yes, speaking of manga, I've been getting back into Gintama. I have downloaded the first season and I'm sharing a copy to Rowie as soon as
I
wants one.
stopped around 100 plus, so when you get to that area,
Because I'm
I'll watch
watching episode 20 to 59. I plan to finish that over the
Do
weekend.
you want a premise of Hatsukoi Zombie or just
Yeah.
should I
Sure,
skip it?
sorry.
it.
Yeah, premise.
If
Show-
it's
premise.
good.
Guy was hit in the head by a baseball and then suddenly saw beautiful girls floating around. At first he thought it was dead and he was in heaven seeing beautiful girls. But then again, those beautiful girls turned out to be
All right.
those beautiful
Thank you.
those beautiful girls turned out to be First Love Zombies. That's the name of the series, Hatsukoi Zombie. And those First Loves Zombies are that male person's first love. And usually when a first love is met, that first love zombie disappears. But if the first love of that boy is, let's say, hooked up with another guy, they'll feel jealousy and whatnot, and the zombie will actually turn quite destructive. But if the
So it has supernatural elements.
kind of, and if the first love wasn't met, but the guy found love anyway, that first love zombie will just sleep.
So it has to be
Has to be
people
the
who met and their first love.
Yeah, and the hero's first love suddenly came to him. But what happened was, suddenly his first love transferred to school. But his first love was a guy. He just thought he was a girl then.
Oh.
Oh, it's that
And
kind of
and
progressive manga.
That's where it starts.
Okay.
But spoil it for everyone. Spoilage. He had that power before in the past, but he lost it when he was hit in the head by said same girl boy.
Ooh.
And said same girl boy, we will soon later know that it's just a girl.
That's such a
Oh.
Japanese trope where
come
someone gets
on.
hit in the head and they lose their powers.
I know.
or a supernatural thing happens when people bump their
No,
heads.
but what's interesting now is the thing I've mentioned, the plot is moving forward. The hero, the MC, the main guy, the one with the powers,
Yeah.
is finally starting to fall in love with someone who is not his first love. his first love zombie is sleeping every now and then.
Mm.
So he's
How many chapters in are you?
Oh god, I think it's almost 80, 90 chapters in.
oh wow.
When did you begin
are,
reading? Oh,
You
yeah,
are
you are
in on
in.
this.
When did you begin this?
I
Like 2 months ago?
no, so long ago. I'm just mentioning it now because
It became interesting.
the plot started moving forward. It's not stale anymore. I started reading it when it only had 5 chapters.
Okay.
So it's quite some time ago. It's good.
Yeah.
And other than that, fuck isekai.
Before we move on from your
I kind of
isekai,
want to give up.
yeah. Before we move on from your isekai thing, I just want to know if you're familiar with this because someone from my FF14 guild mentioned this in our Discord chat. There's an isekai where the guy was reborn into a dungeon.
Into a dungeon.
Yes, he became a dungeon.
What?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? Okay, so
Okay, you know
I've
he
read
is
it.
the man.
really,
I've read it, and
how is it?
it's as interesting as the isekai where he turned into a hot spring. He was reborn into a hot spring, and hot chicks take a bath in him.
So what? He can feel the hot chicks inside of him.
Yes.
I give up
Uh,
on like these things.
Yeah.
I love hearing about them, but I'm never.
They're so
reading
far
them.
off
Like,
my
how do you-
interests.
Yes.
How do you
start with that?
relate to that?
Yeah.
What kind of...
Oh, I feel like a hot spring.
I feel
too.
like
No,
a
no,
train
no.
station. or what the-
If you want,
Are these things like actual mangas or are they like one shots?
they're actual mangas,
Yeah.
but the premise
Fuck.
they
Those
make,
kinds of isekais, I don't know how they'll get adapted.
No.
If they
Yeah.
even will.
if they ever will get
Yeah.
adapted, I don't know how the fuck they'll make it work. But the story kind of works for the hot spring. To give some premise, whenever someone takes a bath in him, he levels up, and there are more utilities that are in the bathhouse. Suddenly there are fences. Suddenly there's like a payment box, and suddenly a community.
I love the
this-
fact
this
that you
kind
are
of-
the ambassador of
This
isekais.
kind of isekai world still has levels and shit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's an isekai. Fuck you. Anyway,
This is worse than I expected.
the hot spring, him as a hot spring, grows, and the community around him grows, and now he has to use his hot spring powers to manage that community.
What does hot spring powers
hot
mean?
spring powers?
Can you elaborate? This is getting weird. We're
I
getting
don't
weird,
know,
interesting.
The water in his hot spring has healing properties. He has a microphone speaker, so he can kind of dictate of the people around.
So like
He can.
So no one works in the hot spring. It's just a sentient hot spring that levels
and
up.
he can kind of show an illusion of himself, his past self, like a ghost-ish figure of his old self to the people there. So he's still kind of there.
God, he didn't form into a hot spring. He formed into a hot spring resort. He manages the
Yeah.
entire. He's the entire thing. He's not just
Yeah,
the pool.
You need
he's not
to.
just the pool. He evolved into a community around the pool.
God damn it.
You need to suspend your disbelief for isekais.
I both love and hate that I continued this conversation. So let's just move on.
Let's
Just
move.
move on,
Let's
yeah.
move on to the real dark
Yeah.
shit.
So
How
many
about
questions.
Arnold? How about Bojack?
There's so many questions. So that's
Let's get real
let's,
now.
let's get depressing.
What if he gets turned on though? Do like the water starts rising up?
It
or
gushes.
something?
I don't know.
Gushes.
Nothing happens.
There's a blush on the water.
Actually, you're not.
Fuck! Come on! Come on!
No, but there's a part where it's not really the whole.
Who
water
are
that's
these
buzzing.
manga for? For people like
For people who identify as hot spring. Or dungeons.
No, it's one of those isekais where it's just such a stupid read that it's
Yeah.
entertaining.
Ah.
It's
You
one
just
of
turn
those-
your brain off. You enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, usually
Okay.
that's what most isekais are now. They don't have serious stories. They're
Yeah,
not
like
try-
Sword Art.
They're not trying to be. They're not trying to be.
Oh,
edge-
low blow.
They're not trying to be edge like Sword Art. They're not trying to be super dark like RE0. They're just there. You just read them, turn off your brain, you just laugh. That's it. That's it. Oh, other mangas are like that. They don't have to be isekai to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, weirdly enough, it's just that the isekai genre is rising now. That's why you usually see a lot of that.
Escape
Anyway.
from the world.
Yeah,
Escape
anyway.
from your life's problems.
Anyway, next.
Yeah,
topic.
let's get real. Let's talk about
Okay,
Bojack.
fine. Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes
Mhm.
of
The new
Netflix,
season.
and the new season, season 4. Have you watched it?
No.
Okay, so the reason why I think I'm not sure with Josh though,
Mhm.
but the reason why I wanted to binge on this as fast as I could because it happened the same for like season 3 of Rick and Morty, wherein it was shown to be available in our Netflix,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
like
after a few days or
Yeah.
weeks, they
Oh, so
pick up.
people could binge it?
yeah. Here, I think it's because it's actual Netflix produced show.
Yeah.
They upload all the episodes in one go.
Yeah.
So
They do.
yeah, so I watched the first 2 before falling asleep, and
How did you sleep? How was the sleep?
How
Was
was your
Did you cry?
it wasn't depressing yet because the
yet?
yeah, because the trope or the thing about Bojack is that it's
sort of-
almost always never depressing until the 11th episode. The 11th
Mm.
episode is where they drop everything and make you cry like a bitch. So
Little bitch.
now it sets up things like yeah, for people who watched it, Mr. Peanut Butter the dog is now running for governor. Bojack is nowhere to be found, and yeah, it sets up the thing perfectly.
In a
Why is it
world-
still called Bojack Horseman if he's not there?
In a world with people and anthropomorphic animals, do they have pets?
They do.
I forgot. Yeah, I don't think I have ever seen a pet before.
Okay,
Right.
because I've never watched the show.
Yeah, because I'm still not sure because I think it was. Oh wait, that was Zootopia.
No.
Or in no, like in Zootopia
Excuse
they
me?
eat fish, right? Because there's no fish to be found.
No, in Zootopia they're all mammals, so they don't.
Yeah, all the sentient animals.
Yeah,
are
are mammals.
Yeah, so they still eat.
No.
Mammals,
are
right?
they only just mammals?
Have you seen a crocodile, a turtle, an iguana?
I haven't seen it.
Because they were all gazelles,
Oh,
sheep.
never mind.
I think they're all
I'm thinking
mammals.
of a different movie. Never mind.
What movie was that?
I'm thinking of Sing.
Finding Nemo.
Sing.
Ah, yeah, the
Sing,
gorilla, the
big-
gorilla one.
No,
Yeah, gorilla
the
one.
assistant was a chameleon.
Ah,
A chameleon is not a mammal.
yes, it is a
So
reptile.
yeah, good show. I'm waiting for that moment, and I will be discussing that moment. And for like an update, for also Rick and Morty season 3, I'm not sure if there was an episode that dropped last week.
How do
was
you
there?
feel about
Or this
this
No.
season? Because I think Mark has stated in a previous episode that it's beginning to get real, and he hates.
He doesn't
Yeah, he-
like the episodes that
Are
he doesn't like
real.
it when the episodes are like
Mm.
connected.
Yeah.
He wants it to be hijinks.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
updated?
That's how the show was initially set up. But with the way
Yeah, he wants it to be how it was
but
before.
with the way season 3 is going and with the way how season 2 kind of got near the end, you'd expect it to have a connected
I think
story.
with the way how us three know Dan Harmon and how he writes stories in
Yeah.
TV,
Uh,
you're expected to
yeah, that's the
for
usual.
it to get
first,
real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at first it sets up different kinds of scenarios
and
I can
shenanigans,
understand why
yeah.
some people hate it. It's the same thing with Adventure Time. It didn't have a story in the first 2 seasons, but then come the 3rd season, things start to connect.
Yeah, with the Ice King plot and how
with
he
the
was.
Ice King
Yeah,
plot,
when it
with
got
the
real.
different swords plot.
Yeah.
It has a different appeal. And I would say for me, it shows how creative the writers are.
Yeah, to shift
With
from
how to connect things that were just there in the beginning, never meant to be connected to anything at all.
Yeah, I think I've discussed this with back when it was me and Josh and Eman.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
the main gist of it is that like what you guys said, before season 1 and 2, it was always just, space and hijinks, space and fun and stuff like that, like Adventure Time, wherein there's barely little to no plot. But now they're slowly focusing on the characters, such as Dan Harmon. He always puts continuity in the background. Like you get tiny snippets of it, and then he brings it forward. I think it's that at that point wherein people are now divided. Some people like it. I like it. I like it that it's more than just fun times and stuff
Mhm.
like that. I like the serious parts, and maybe people like Ochoa, they like it to be a bit more like adventure.
be
Time.
crazy.
Yeah, like
Like the first few Adventure Times, unlike the last few. Anyway,
yeah.
it's good.
Has anyone here ever finished Adventure Time? Because
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
I didn't.
finished Adventure Time.
I didn't.
Yeah, really?
Oh,
Till
I
the
didn't
latest
get it.
episode. Till
Till it started
Finn-
the miniseries.
Till Finn met his mom. Till the Ice King lost, then regained his crown, till his girlfriend became kind of half the magic man, till
We don't know some of these.
yeah, we don't know. You don't know some of these plots.
She
till-
became part of a magic man. Okay,
No,
I'm
you're-
not gonna ask.
Remember you magic man?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the
that.
fucked up guy with.
Yeah, the fucking guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
She kind of fused with Ice King's old girlfriend, and now she's kind of crazy and has magic powers, and she's still trying to bring Simon back.
Who is Finn's girlfriend? Is it Flame Princess? It's not a princess.
For the story now, he doesn't have a girlfriend. He's just there doing adventures again.
He has a metal arm, right, or something like
He has
that.
an alarm. That's
What happened to his old arm? I didn't know it got cut off or.
okay.
something like
At first, trying to rescue his dad, his arm got cut off. Then it regrew back after he part of the grass sword fused with his arm, and it turned to a tree. And after the tree kind of disappeared, it turned to a regular arm, and he can summon the grass sword from his hand. And then after that, he got the Fin sword, and then the Fin sword broke, and the grass sword went into the Fin sword, and then eventually that grass Fin sword thing became a grass fin, and just complicated bullshit.
that. See, we don't
See,
know.
That's
we don't
so
know.
many things that happened that you guys missed.
Yeah.
Anyway, Adventure Times is
It's
long
still
ways
good,
off.
but it
Yeah,
got me
if I
real.
could take a step back
Mhm.
from specific shows, I think one of the problems with wanting just adventure or like space-time hijinks is that let's take a look at one of the more I like it when series have an ending. I like it
Mhm.
when series have a continuing storyline.
Mhm.
Because if we look at the examples of the ones that aren't the ones that are longest running, like Simpsons, Family Guy, they tend to
Get stale.
yeah, there. So
Yeah.
they tend to get stale. So I would rather see it end at
Yeah,
the peak of
SpongeBob.
its-
Yeah, if you're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
SpongeBob.
old
definitely.
shows that with science and hijink, that the plots don't connect at
Yeah.
all until very near the end. I would say Dexter's Lab.
Mm.
But then again, that was only the
Dexter's
movie.
Lab had an ending.
The movie where it showed the old Dexters and
Oh,
the
yeah,
future
yeah, okay,
Dexters
okay.
against the
Oh,
yeah, I
future
remember
Mandarks, and that's the only
And that
ever
shit was
series.
cool.
I
That's,
remember.
that's the only ever series.
I remembered
plot.
an ending in Dexter where his lab got discovered. I don't know which part was that.
I don't know that.
I think he wiped his parents' memory. There was a time where
Really?
really, I think it was a few episodes into season 2 where his lab got discovered. He had to wipe memory, and I
Ah.
think there was an homage there to the Men in Black
Mhm.
blinky light thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
The neuralizer.
The neuralizer.
So yeah, that was
Yeah,
me.
Shit like that.
Bojack and Rick.
Did you have something, or was it Gintama?
That's only Gintama.
Okay,
Alright.
that's kind of long. Let's move on.
Okay, so let's get into some. No, not that. Don't read it. Don't read that. That's last.
Okay.
That's last.
I saw Netflix. That's the only version I
Okay,
read.
good.
Futurama.
Alright,
Okay.
Oh,
wait,
Futurama.
wait. Shit, I can't. Oh, there it is.
Futurama returns again. It died
Okay.
thrice.
Alright,
It
so
died thrice.
Futurama is returning as. Goddamn. Why the fuck
look.
there it is.
Oh, look.
God,
Oh, what is
where's
that?
where's the article?
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
There it is.
It's coming back as a 42-minute radio podcast episode.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Chris
Yeah.
Hardwick?
Yeah,
Chris
Futurama
Hardwick.
Worlds of Tomorrow.
Nerdist. He's the guy who does Nerdist podcasts.
Yeah. Right, so Futurama is coming back for what is-
Ask Paolo. He
Yeah.
knows who Chris
yeah,
Hardwick is.
for what is what do you call that? Announced to be only one episode.
Mhm.
No one knows if there's gonna be a part 2 or part 3, but it's coming back for a 42-minute radio episode.
It was like a podcast.
Yeah, it's like kind of like this. So where's it? The podcast is sponsored by Tiny Co's Futurama World. Where is it? No, that's the game. Anyway, this was written by the actual
Team.
team
Writing
of the
team,
show,
okay.
and it has the original cast.
Mm.
So this is a real next part. This is the real next episode of Futurama,
But the format
just
changes.
without an animation.
Yeah, it just becomes a podcast.
Yeah. So if
Or a radio drama or
So
whatever you want
if
to
you're
call
a real hardcore Futurama fan, you won't care because this is Futurama content.
Yeah.
This is better than nothing.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, there was actually even an episode. You know how Jake and Bender have the same voice actor?
Mm.
Yeah, John DiMaggio.
Yeah, John DiMaggio. There was an episode in Adventure Time when Jake went into himself, and different citizens of the Jake Kingdom
Mm.
was voiced by him, and one of his best friends supposedly in that world
Is a
was
robot.
voiced by Fry, the voice
Ah.
actor. And it was kind of funny to see that, and
Yeah. So for those who the Futurama fans or just those who want to check this out, the podcast is gonna go up on September 14th on the Nerdist podcast site. So yeah, check it out.
Did they say how many episodes will they?
Only one episode has been confirmed so far. So maybe if a lot of people tune in or a lot of people ask for, if people like the format, they'll continue with it.
Yeah, because this is gonna play out like Welcome to Night Vale, where it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
kinda
serial
like that.
thing, like gonna be once a week, or I don't know, because they need to pull together all the original voice actors.
well, this is something new, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Because radio dramas were a thing back in the 70s or 60s.
And weirdly now, past podcasts are a thing.
Yeah.
You know what? At first,
Like
when
Like this.
when I first
25
we're a
episodes.
thing.
25.
No, when I first heard of what podcasts are, I was like a group of people talking for 2 hours straight, and I was like, how is this appealing? And now I'm actually.
Are
in a
you talking about us? Because we go on for 3 hours sometimes.
No. The first time I encountered the podcast, it wasn't like this.
Do you listen to podcasts?
I've listened to podcasts, and I was like, at first I was like, how is anybody interested in this? It's weird. And then a few more podcasts in, I was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of seeing the appeal.
What podcast do you listen to?
The first podcast I listened to, I never listened to it again.
Mm.
It was really uninteresting.
What are the like one or two that you listen to now?
This. Hey,
Hey, no, I know you don't. We talked about this a while ago. You don't know what we talked about when you were gone.
Yeah, I only watch episodes where I'm in it.
Oh
Hey,
fuck you narcissist, fucking narcissist, bitch.
No, no, it's because the thing I've
Yeah,
said
the
for
thing,
myself,
the thing,
social
okay.
experiment. Anyway,
No, aside from this.
Lunar Ceasefire podcast,
What's that about? Or
Steven
who?
Universe.
Oh, okay.
Is the girl who plays the ukulele there?
Why only her?
She's one of the main actors. She's the one who sang the Crystal Gem. I forgot her name. God.
She's the producer of the show.
Yeah,
it's
there it is,
Rebecca
Rebecca
Sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah, Sugar. Yeah.
Doesn't she sing her own music? Make her own music?
I think
Yeah, she makes
yeah.
her own
Yeah,
music. She
she's
sings
the one
it.
who sings it.
Yeah, but she's not a voice actress on the show.
No.
She's the producer. She writes the story.
Yeah, is she in the podcast?
No.
Ah.
This is a
This is
fan,
a fan
podcast.
fan
Oh,
podcast.
okay.
All right. So let's move on. Okay, I want you guys to shut your eyes because I am gonna read this for you, the first few lines. So
Okay.
promise me you guys aren't looking.
Sure.
Because this will blow you the fuck out. Especially you, because you don't update yourself with the internet. Alright, so I'm gonna read it.
Sure.
I'm gonna read it. Okay. Netflix and Vampire Weekend's Ezra Koenig reveal new anime series Neo Yokio, starring Jaden Smith, Jude Law, Susan Sarandon, and Steve Buscemi. Alright, you can look at the screen now.
Okay.
I like the lineup.
No,
I'm surprised it's gonna be on Netflix.
The only thing that appealed to me was Jude Law and Steve Buscemi.
I'm amazed.
Why
it's an
not
anime.
Jaden Smith?
How-
man?
I gave
How
up.
can we be real if our eyes
Okay,
aren't
so
real?
Jaden will never be a thing.
Just so that you guys know, Jaden Smith is the MC.
Stop trying to make Jaden a thing.
And if
Jaden-
you guys watch the trailer,
I watched the
his
stupid trailer.
character's lines is just his tweets.
What?
Like
What?
the way he makes his
There's
tweets,
some
right?
lines down there.
Yeah. So these are actual lines from the trailer. I told you to clear my schedule. I'm grieving the death of a relationship. Win, lose, we'll all be equal in the grave. And no, I feel no synergy. Alright, so if you guys watch the trailer, it's such a weird show because it's obviously American made, but it's trying to play on the usual anime tropes that even Japan doesn't even do anymore.
Like the
Yeah,
nosebleeds,
the nosebleeds with
the teardrop
yeah.
on the
Like
face.
they still exist in some manner in Japan, but it's
Mhm.
not as prevalent as before when it was the norm. But
Could you play then?
no, I don't have the internet. I don't have internet.
We don't have internet.
Yeah.
Sad.
We're like you.
On our social experiment.
Kaz Khan receives a kiss on the cheek from a girl while on a date and his nose starts bleeding.
His name is Kaz Khan. How is that animal?
I don't know.
I want to
How
see
did
Jaden Smith.
How
Jaden
much
Smith
money did
nose.
Will Smith throw at Netflix for this to be shown on that show?
Well,
Based on the trailers, it looks like bad Newgrounds.
God.
well,
Newgrounds
to be
animation.
fair,
Ego Raptor has better animation, I think, personally.
no. To be fair,
Than this.
I was gonna say. To be fair, the new Netflix movie that Will Smith has looks pretty good.
Okay, I thought Death Note.
Ah, yeah. No,
I'll
talk
the
about
Magic
that
Wand
later.
movie.
Yeah. Oh, that looks sick.
Yeah, that looks sick. That's the first Netflix movie that'll be coming out on theaters. I don't know.
Is that the one where like pixies and elves are in
and
the
ogres
yeah,
exist in the real world.
I think
the
we talked
modern
about
world,
this in
those
podcast.
both-
Yeah, in one
awesome.
podcast. I forgot the title, like Wish or something like that. It's
not
a one line. It's a one.
It's a one-line
It's a
thing.
one-word title.
So there's just another line there. Just rate how old school Japanese trope this is. The concept is a young boy who's thrust into the role of a demon slayer and is tasked with saving a girl he's in love with.
Yeah, but then
That
wait.
is such.
Let me just say this: Netflix animated shows are very 25% of them are really crisp quality animation. The
Like
rest
Only
are
25.
Castlevania.
only the others are pretty bad.
Is Netflix Arnold? Is Netflix worth to get for the anime? No, right?
It sometimes
No.
because most of
Shows
the,
and movies, I think.
most
Yeah.
of the animations that Netflix has, or at least the ones I'm seeing, is janky 3D animations. One would be Ajin, where its only redeeming quality is its story. And if you want to just know the story of Ajin and not have to suffer through the horrible animation, just read the manga.
Oh, is this the manga / anime where people are immortal?
No, it's one where they have these black things they control.
Yeah, and if you shoot them, they don't die.
They could die, but not from them being hurt directly. They're killed from another way, I think.
Yeah, so it's
Like
like
Ajin versus Ajin.
yeah, so it's like they can be killed by normal human means.
Oh shit, I didn't read this part.
Oh.
Neo Yokio is being made with Production IG
What? What? In Studio Dean.
and Studio Dean.
Who's that?
Dude,
Who are
Production
they?
IG is, look at there. End of Evangelion, Blood as a Vampire goes in the shell, Gundam, like Ranma 1/2 and all that shit.
And what's Studio Dean?
I think her
It's
name.
animation company.
It's one of the
doing
more,
what?
It's one of the good ones.
They usually do shorts and OVAs.
All 6 episodes of Neo Yokio.
Stream on September 22.
So guys, if you want to see Jaden,
I'm saying it now just for podcast content. I am gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. You wanna know why?
for the
Because my
reactions.
sister has Netflix.
Yeah, and what else are you gonna do with
Because
the
your sister is in love with Jaden.
What else are you gonna do with
Yeah.
Netflix besides watch reruns?
Yeah, we don't have a picture here because it didn't save for some
Mhm.
reason. But Kaz Khan has pink hair, and he's that's.
So he's
that's-
Jaden with pink hair. He's a
Kinda.
black man.
I don't think he was black. I don't remember. I don't think he was.
Okay.
Well, anyway, let's just move on.
Yeah, that's the only
Is Yokio supposed to be a play of Neo
Tokyo, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought Neo Tokyo.
Who knows at this
Alright,
point?
well, that's all the cartoon news I have. If you guys have heard of anything that came out this week.
Nothing. Let's
Nothing.
move on to.
There's a new Powerpuff Girl.
Oh right,
Oh,
the new
right.
Powerpuff Girl. She was already shown, right?
She looks like a
She's-
millennial.
She's big. She has blue hair.
She has blue hair and she's brown as fuck.
Her name is Bliss. I think.
Ugh, fuck.
A new PPG.
Yeah, a fourth girl.
How was she made by Professor?
I don't know. I didn't read up.
I don't care enough.
I didn't read up.
Arnold just shared screenshots.
Hashtag bring back Bunny.
Bunny! Bunny forever!
Bunny, the large girl with special.
Yes.
The special.
The mistake.
Really?
The mistake.
No, it wasn't a mistake!
The accident.
The girls wanted to make their own sister, so...
No, still the best PPG edition would have to be the squirrel.
What?
There was a Powerpuff Squirrel?
You guys don't remember that episode?
I'm
Oh,
not sure.
yeah, I remember Powerpuff Squirrel.
Yeah, where they accidentally add the
Chemical X to the
chemical X
squirrel.
to the squirrel, and the squirrel became super lightning fast.
I forgot that
Powerpuff-
already.
I vaguely remember that.
I forget.
awesome.
I
That was
forget
the
a
most
lot
awesome-
of PPG episodes.
That was one of their most awesome ads.
Just the one that I remember the most is just the one with the rowdy rough boys.
Oh, and one
Yeah,
my
I remember.
favorite episodes still to date of PPG is the one where they had that big ass mech.
Oh, that I remember that.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
episode? Oh, that
Yeah,
was
and
cool.
then Buttercup was Spawn, and then I forgot what Bubbles was.
No, that was where they were trying to do their own thing. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a play on Wonder Woman, Spawn, and the Easter Bunny.
Oh yeah.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Buttercup
Oh yeah,
was Spawn.
Bubbles was Easter Bunny. I forgot.
Oh shit, yeah, the Easter Bunny.
All right. So
Fuck that shit.
shall we get into some live
Live.
action?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Right.
start?
We
Who
while
wants to
while
start?
we're talking, we were talking about Netflix, so
Yeah.
I'll be talking about another Netflix thing.
Oh,
Alright.
I watched Death Note, the Netflix
Oh,
movie.
um,
Did you as well?
How
No,
how
my
edged?
sister did. She told me what happened, and I kind of expected it.
All right. Who here has actually watched the original Death Note?
No.
Oh, me.
All right. So here is my verdict. Wait, let me just switch the
Let me
screen.
guess.
Oh, you have? Do you have?
No,
Are you gonna give it a
I
3
don't
or
have-
4 out of 10 or worse?
Oh.
No, actually, I give it
For what it is,
for what it is. I give it a 5 and a 6,
out of 10.
which is worse than a 3 in my book because a 3 is so bad you can watch it to be entertained. A 5 and a 6 is it exists.
It's boring.
Yeah. So here's the thing. The way that they were marketing, not really marketing, but
Promoting the show.
promoting
show.
it is, it seemed like an adaptation, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's,
that's the weird
it's,
thing.
It's both the same, but it isn't. So
Because the only thing, correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing
It
similar.
It let the fans. It left the fans with a
Yeah.
sense of let's just watch to see
Yeah.
what it's what.
So
what
because,
it's really is.
correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing similar to this and the original version is there's Rook
Okay.
and there's a notebook.
Here-
That's it.
Here's the reason why it's the same, but it's not doesn't work
Mhm.
because it was obviously rewritten to work in the American
Case.
American case, and you could see that they're trying to be original in a way. But here's the problem: Ryuk is still the Shinigami.
Yeah.
The main character's name is still Light.
Light Turner.
Yeah, he's a fucking Light Turner. His dad is still a cop / detective.
And the guy looking
The,
for
g-
him.
the
is
guy
still
looking
named
for him
L.
is still named L.
The black guy?
Yeah, the girl instead of Mia is now Misa. Oh no, it was Misa, now it's Mia. Okay?
Okay.
So
okay, that actually kind of works. The Misa
Yeah,
Mia
yeah.
thing. But
And-
anyway,
the premise, the start of the show, the first 50%
is the
is
same.
a bad adaptation. That's the reason why it's a bad show. If they were trying to be original, you could score it by itself. But as someone who watched the original Death Note,
Mhm.
I can see the similarities. I can see that you're trying to redo it,
Yeah.
and it
Okay.
didn't work because it's an inferior adaptation in every way.
Okay, then let me ask you this. Take yourself as to someone who hasn't watched the original Death Note.
That's where the 6 comes from, because it is just a mediocre written thriller horror thing. That's it. But as someone who watched Death Note, it's really bad because you can see that every aspect of it is inferior to what you can compare it to. The story is kind of like they changed the last bit where it's so badly written. The characters are just inferior versions of their original versions. Light is not the because the way Light was in the original is he is a privileged smart student who can do anything in life, but when he got the notebook, it's like the justice inside him like came out, and like
It
he
turned
felt,
into a god
yeah,
complex.
he wanted to be a god. He felt like I am the only one who can right the world. The way that this Light works is like when he got the notebook, like he was beaten up by like the school
Bullies.
bully, and he's in detention, and his first kill was that bully. And the girl was also kind of telling him, "Hey, come on, we can do this. We can like kill. We can kill." So it kind of it became less of a psychological warfare between him and L, because L was also really downplayed. They tried to bring back his weirdness, like him eating so many sweets, him being so antisocial, but they also made him a little bit grounded, where he shows a lot more emotions, and he broke down in a lot of the cases. He showed anger, he showed like despair, he showed desperation, which L did not. That's not what L was supposed to be. L was supposed to be this.
The one above it all, the one who needed to have a clear head
Yeah,
to do his job.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So yeah, as I said, everything is just an inferior version of what the anime was, and it's bad in that sense.
In relation to how insulting it is to the original content fans, how is this more insulting than Riverdale?
I don't have a comment on Riverdale because I didn't watch it, and I'm not a huge Archie fan.
It's just as bad. For me, it's just as bad.
Okay.
But
no, at least Riverdale seems original. With its is it not?
They try to be. They have their own weird tangents. Whoa, did you no. Large stance for a bit. Yeah. I think it's just as bad.
Okay.
I think it's just as bad. Like it's clearly made for a different audience.
Okay.
Like this one, you would know, or if you've watched it, you would think it is not made for the ones who fell in love and like the rush of the original Death Note. This was just
there's no rush here.
Yeah, there's no rush here.
Yeah.
How do I? Okay, this is just.
And I don't know. I just like they how they portrayed L and Mia.
L being black has
no, not L. Light. Because Light has his own inner turmoil in the original. Compared to this, where Light is trying to be the goody guy,
and
with his own voice, with his own justice, and the crazy person was Mia.
Yeah, kind of like
unlike the original, where Light is good and crazy at the same time.
Okay, I just remember this one part where Light was talking to Mia, and it was like raining, and his voice is so high in that scene. Like, no, we're gonna win. Like, you bitch. And I don't know why they decided to go this route, but in the ending where Mia was falling and Light was falling from a carousel, not a carousel, what call that?
Ferris wheel.
The
Ferris wheel goes like this. Ferris wheel goes.
It was this slow motion,
and
slow motion, and there's this old 70s rock song playing. It's like, I don't know, it's so weird.
How do you feel about Ryuk? How do you feel about Ryuk and Willem Dafoe? I liked him.
Great.
I like him.
Ryuk is great. Willem Dafoe is great.
That crazy green goblin, like
the whispering type of William Dafoe.
Bring me the notebook, Peter. I mean, like,
just open it, see what happens.
All right. So just to end on this, because there's not really much to say aside from it's a bad adaptation. Is it's not offensive like Dragon Ball Evolution was.
Oh
God!
I put the Avatar more than Dragon Ball Evolution. At least for me.
At least looked good. It has good like.
Oh yeah, but then again, Death Note beats Avatar.
No,
Last Airbender.
Last Airbender is the king of insulting bad.
So for you, Last Airbender, because you're not attached to Dragon Ball.
No. For me, this Last Airbender. Then
really,
Dragon Ball Evolution.
This is on top.
The worst. No, the
worst.
This
is the
worst.
This is the least.
This is the best.
Okay.
Best.
The best of the bad adaptation.
The best of the worst.
Better than the bad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just it. At least it looks good. Like the cinematography was on point.
Because I was
like there wasn't anything fucked up on the technical aspect.
Yeah.
It's just the writing and the characters. That's it.
Yeah. If it's bad adaptations, like I've mentioned.
Fucking Dragon Ball Evolution. God damn it! No, I remember how Goku looks like.
He's a white boy.
Are we just specifically on anime, or can we turn to games as well?
Yeah, anything can go.
Because I was about to say the adaptation of Silent Hills into horror was decent, especially the second one. the first one was bad. The second one brought it back. And I was gonna say Tekken, the Tekken live action movie anime adaptation was
It had a live movie adaptation.
yeah Tekken. It was good, but the story is different. There is no mention of the devil bloodline. It's just a bloodline of hate. And they don't do the fancy combos, of course.
No, of course.
Of course. And the King of Iron Fist tournament there doesn't happen around the world. It's just one big ass coliseum, and
It's just a tournament.
this tournament. Jin doesn't look like Jin, but it's a pretty good show. I would say Silent Hill, Tekken, and then this.
Okay.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat's still the best.
Really, you're not gonna say Mario?
No.
Oh,
Mario's the worst.
I was also thinking like one of the decent interpretations was the one with Tom Cruise, where he keeps going back in time. All you need is
Kill la-
skill.
Not kill la kill.
No,
No,
all you need is skill is the Japanese
I
one.
was
Day,
gonna say
day,
it's
day after tomorrow.
no,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's not an adaptation.
decent.
It's a base.
Edge of Tomorrow pala, Edge of Tomorrow.
It's a based on.
Yeah.
It's more of a. It's really different from what it's based on that you couldn't
Yeah, if
even
actually
compare
if
it to.
Death Note here was just based on the Death Note, the original Death Note,
Where
you could-
there
you could-
is just a Death
Yeah.
Note and nothing
If-
more.
yeah, yeah. If it
If
was
he's
just
not
that,
Light, if she's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
Misa,
yeah.
if
And
he's
she's
not
not
L,
if it was just Ryuk and the Death Note, maybe
Because it would have
you
worked.
could have forgiven the show.
Because given the show.
it's such because the first part is such a 70% adaptation.
Yeah.
That's what made it bad.
Well, except
Because it couldn't compare.
Did Light get beat up in the original anime?
How do I say this? No, he didn't get beat
Yeah.
up, but
In the anime?
he
No.
purposely found a way for him to be vulnerable so that he
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
be suspected.
Oh yeah. He kinda did something to throw suspicion off himself.
Oh God, this guy, Light is such a white boy. I'm just.
Okay, let's move on. Any other live action
I'm
from
pretty
you?
sure I watched something else.
Hello,
but-
defend.
Alright,
Defend.
Did I not talk? I talked about it with you. So yeah.
Oh, no,
I talked about it last
Okay,
week with
when,
Mark.
when it was just the three of you.
All right, just Game of Thrones. Since Mark and Paolo aren't here, whatever my opinion is, fuck it. That's what this podcast is gonna stand with. Fuck it, because you guys aren't here. Fuck you. All right, so I'm just gonna get right down to it. This season is underwhelming for me. Because I'm someone who doesn't look at the character interactions, and I'm someone who looks at the story, which is what Arnold commented about with Kita Kita.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Like if you look at the character interactions, then yeah, finally Daenerys and Jon Snow.
are fucking.
Oh yeah, Tormund is revealing his little finger is getting murdered. Yes, but when you look at the actual writing,
The overarching
Yeah.
story.
it's so bad.
Oh.
Everyone's teleporting. Drama is so fake where things can be avoided by just talk.
Oh
Um,
god, those are the worst.
Yeah, like a lot of the drama is just so forced, where there's really not much tension.
Hmm?
One of the worst things was Mark and I talked about this with our rant last
Yeah.
week. It's a character named Gendry. This character was this character disappeared in season 4 because he had to find a place to hide, and then he came back in season 7. He hid where he was where he was found in the first place. Oh, they wouldn't find me here.
Wait, they just instantly found him.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How much did George R. R. Martin have a hand in this?
He gave the key points,
Yeah.
the important elements that is going to happen in the books as well.
Yeah.
But everything in between was
He left to the
written.
showrunners.
Yeah, and they were filled in by the show writers. So
that's
you
bad.
can clearly see that they are not as good, and a lot of people don't see it because in their heads it's finally Jon and Daenerys, my
They're
OTP.
focusing on they're focusing on
OTP, aunt, and,
Yes.
and nephew.
Suddenly incest is good because it's Jon and Daenerys. Like Cersei and Jamie,
didn't
like,
freak them
like
out.
no one thinks about that anymore. Like the only
Because John's mother was Daenerys' sister.
Okay.
I don't know, John's Father.
Yeah.
We're searching Longana fuck my pictures of
Oh,
that.
God. So,
He fucked his aunt.
how do I say this?
Dragon Balls.
I guess so. The finale, what happened? Yeah, they hooked up. They had sex.
Was there a sex scene?
Yes.
Oh.
And currently, Jon Snow has the best male butt in
That's the
in,
meme.
in TV.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
His butt is what do you call that? Snail-looking matte figure.
Huh?
There's this matte figure that looks like a snail.
It's not. It looks like a snail.
That's the only way.
It's the golden ratio. I forgot
to,
that.
to represent halves and halves and halves.
What do you
and
call
halves
that?
and halves.
It's the golden ratio. I forgot that.
Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
No, it's not the Fibonacci sequence.
Fibonacci
That's the
sequence.
numbers, you bitch.
No, the Fibonacci sequence is the one where there's a pattern going in
It's
and out.
based
in and
on the
out.
golden ratio.
No, but it's called something different. It's,
No, but whatever. Someone
symmetrical
pasted
or
that snail-looking
Yeah.
matte thing on his butt, and it's
It formed
perfect.
a perfect
Yeah,
ratio.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I guess the only what people are so what do you call this? Impressed by how the finale went, but I think it was so predictable because those two hooked up. The Starks are winning.
I mean, it's just wish
No,
fulfillment at
yes,
this point.
yes,
so
it's wish fulfillment. The
that's
season.
That's why
It's wish fulfillment.
they're willing to overlook the
yeah.
bad parts.
It's wish
of the-
fulfillment the season.
the show.
Daenerys and Jon Snow hooking up. All the warriors are gonna fight against the like you know the
Night
White
King,
Walkers. The Starks are winning suddenly. Yeah. I guess the only good thing for me about the finale is the way that Cersei is still such the consistent bitch. Because when she had the talk with Daenerys and Jon Snow, where yes, I will lend my army with the fight against the North, and then Daenerys and Jon leaves, and then Jaime walks up to Cersei. All right, so I'm gonna take our army to the North and fight with their army. Cersei's like, ah, fuck that, I lied. While they're up there, we're gonna trash their army.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
A lot of people hated that because they wanted like all the warriors teaming up. Like, no, I love this. I love that Cersei's so consistent with her character, and that she's still such a bitch. Like, she's the character that that you love to hate, and I like how she's so
Yeah, she
consistent.
replaced Ramsay in a way.
Yeah, I like how she's so consistent.
Okay.
That's really it. That's all I can say about
I
the
think
finale.
I think an explanation I can think of is like because George R. Martin gave
It's
the
not-
key points.
What's
Yeah.
what's Peter
It's-
Dinklage's name?
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Tyrone.
No, that's the secret Black brother. Tyrone
Is
Lannister.
he still there? Or
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. It's like
Also, he hasn't been killed.
No.
Yet? Okay.
make
What's he doing in the story now?
He is Daenerys's main advisor. He's the one telling her, "Don't burn down everything."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like it's hitting the key points. It's I think Johan was the one who said this. It's like getting the climax without the proper build up or something
Yeah.
like that. They're making sure that they're hitting the key points without actually giving a credible build up. Something like that.
Yeah. I can even name like what the key points might be. It's
Mm.
probably Jon and Daenerys like hooking up and making the army to fight the dead. It's probably Littlefinger dying. It's probably the dead getting control of a dragon. Those are probably the three key points, and everything else was made up by the show.
That was kind of cool though. The dead.
Oh yeah, the dead dragon was. It's cool how it has blue fire.
The undead dragon has blue
Yeah.
fire. Oh.
Yeah, but that's typically Blue Fire Undead.
Yeah,
It's been done before.
different, yeah.
It's still cool.
Yeah, but
At
it's
least
like,
they had that. Like they were consistent. with
That was the only redeeming quality of that.
Any more live action stuff?
Not really. So
Besides the movies I watched.
I'll just
No,
rate
no,
it.
we'll talk about the movies you watched.
I'll just
Okay,
rate this as, for me, this is the weakest finale for Game of
Or
Thrones.
so
because,
far.
it's the weakest season.
yeah, yes, for someone who's critical with the writing, because for the other people who just, as I said, as Mark and I said, it's wish fulfillment the season. The people who wanted the wish fulfillment to happen,
They got it.
They got it. They're so happy, but they're not looking at like the thing as a whole. Where are you not commenting on how they just teleported from Ilocos to Sulu in 2 hours
Fucking.
without the power of airplanes.
Would you rather they did not have this season and let George R. Martin
Wait for the
finish-
book.
The
Yeah,
problem
finish the
is
fucking
he
book.
might die before he finishes
with
writing.
that in effect? Would you rather have that than this season?
You see, now that's your problem.
Yeah, do it properly or have it
Or-
now.
Well, now that we're here, let's just finish it.
That's his goal for season 8. Let's just get on with it.
Maybe when the
He
book,
spent like 7 years with that
maybe
series.
when the books are done, we can have Game of Thrones Brotherhood,
Oh yeah.
just like what they did with Full Metal Alchemist.
Oo nga
Where
pala, yeah, yeah.
when the mango's done, they remade it as Brotherhood.
Yeah, yeah.
Now maybe they could do that as well, but who knows? I just want it to be done now.
I was gonna say the same thing with Hunter X.
Yeah, it got back. Oh yeah, we could talk about it because you skipped it on the anime
No, I'm
part.
not gonna talk
yeah,
about Hunter
yeah,
X.
it was back on hiatus. It got because the author is
Alive again?
is a sickly man. No, it's back on
okay.
hiatus.
Yeah.
So
okay.
they write
There-
like 3 chapters. He
I'm
gets
just
sick
gonna
and
get
they
something.
stop.
You guys keep
Yeah,
talking.
Yeah.
there are a lot of mangas like that. The one for Hajime no Ippo is like that. The one for
What the hell?
Yeah, sure.
usually
Keep talking.
old
Yeah.
shows.
Because I remembered something that I watched.
Oh, so anyway, movies.
Yeah,
Movies. We're not
for
talking about
me,
movies.
my live action this week is just one. While I was in Hong Kong, I finished Jessica Jones.
Hey.
It's a really good series that deals with trauma and the loss of power while it's still being part of the Marvel Cinematic.
Wait,
Netflix
you
universe.
finished it.
Yeah,
Jessica Jones.
Purple
Kilgrave,
Man,
yes!
Purple Man, Kilgrave is the bitch.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, he's the
It
best.
was just I just
Every
hate,
fucking scene.
I
he's in.
just hated the part that he had to die, or
Yeah.
But they said he'll be back for the second season. I don't know how,
somehow.
or in part of Jessica's psyche or
That's
something.
bullshit. Wait,
Maybe
how?
it's just flashbacks. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe flashbacks, yeah.
maybe flashbacks.
Just the thing about Jessica Jones, it's the best in terms of how do we deal with this villain.
Yes,
Because it's not someone who you can just
Yeah,
run up and punch.
It's
like
it's a
Purple
guy
Man
who
is the
can
Kira
control
version.
people.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's basically Professor X.
What?
Something-
No,
kinda.
he can
No, he needs to talk. You need to
yeah,
understand
he can
him.
control people through vocal. Like,
Yeah, vocal
hey, would
commands.
you like to get me this knife?
And
then
it
you go
needs
get
to
the
be a bit literal because there was a scene where he got pissed that I once told a man to go screw himself. Can you believe how that went?
knife. Oh, okay. So
Because he
basically,
needs to be very careful with his words.
he can command people around. That's it.
But I think one of his weaknesses he can't control the deaf.
Of course.
So, how?
He's,
never mind. I was gonna ask how did they defeat him, but you know,
I-
I have
I-
to. You gotta
Yeah,
tell me
yeah.
go watch the show.
You can go watch the show, but it's a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the main character just got immune to his powers after being abused by him.
The thing I like about Jessica Jones is like it's good for around 60% of the series.
It's good for Kilgrave and
Yeah.
Jessica and Luke's relationship.
Yeah. I still hold the opinion that it should have ended when they released the girl. The
Hope when they released
yeah,
Hope.
when they released like end that shit. And I'm like, no, it kept going. It kept on going.
Okay. Anyway,
Regarding
Other-
Jessica Jones, if you
sorry.
like this, I can suggest you go watch Veronica Mars. It's
I heard that.
yeah, it's a series. It has the same themes. It also deals with the rape of the main character. The main character is also a PI, a personal
Oh.
investigator.
Mm.
It has
it
that
is
same
PI
film.
personal. I thought it was private.
Private. Yeah, you're correct. Thank you for private investigator.
Private.
And it deals with a case of the week type thing.
Yeah.
Go with you guys for guys who finish Jessica Jones. Go try Veronica Mars.
So it's basically detective noir shit.
Detective noir, yeah. If you like detective noir with a strong female character.
And then you watch Defenders as well
Yes.
after Jessica Jones without watching Iron Fist.
Yes, I can.
But
At least for
but
me,
you watched Daredevil. 2.
yes, I finished Daredevil season 2,
But
and
did
I
you
can
watch
say
Luke Cage?
you can. No, not yet. I'm gonna watch that after. I can confidently say that you can't understand and finish Defenders without slogging through
Daredevil
Iron Fist.
2.
No, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Without, because you need to watch Daredevil 2 because the main villain, Elektra, villain-ish, the main antagonist, is part of Daredevil season 2.
The important points for me for Iron Fist is you need to understand that the hand is desperate now because Iron Fist kind
Oh.
of fucked up their business aspect.
Mm.
In Defenders they talk about how important Iron Fist is, his power, so like, to see how it formed, and just just some background on Danny Rand. But yeah, I think you can watch Defenders
Yeah.
without watching Iron Fist.
I finished it all in one day, all
What
8
about Luke
episodes.
Cage?
Luke Cage, you can also skip Luke Cage, but I don't suggest.
Yeah,
because
how good Luke Cage is. They use Luke Cage elements and music
Yeah.
for some of the music for Defenders,
Mm.
because Luke Cage is all about the streets,
Black.
Harlem,
black
black crime. Yeah.
black
From the hood. Ghetto.
It is ghetto, but it is real. Ghetto
Yeah,
real.
It's real.
And it is ghetto fabulous.
Anyway,
Yeah, people open their mouths, black.
next live action.
No,
please.
those were the two things.
No, what about the movies I'm gonna watch? We're gonna talk about them now.
Yeah.
go.
We can
Oh wait,
progress.
one minor thing for me is like I watched Logan Noir, which is
What is Logan War?
the movie Logan. It came with the Blu-ray of Logan, and it's basically Logan reshot in black and white.
Because of the
lighting
extreme
shit.
scenes.
I'm like, oh my god, the cinematography.
It
of
looks
that
like
movie.
Sin City.
It is no, of course, Sin City's better because it was made.
It
For
was
black and
written like that. It
Yeah,
was made
this
like
this
that.
one is like it's the same as watching Mad Max, the new Mad Max in black and white. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. About it.
Okay.
It's so good.
So good. It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good.
So in terms of the movies I watched when I was away,
Movies and series and stuff like that.
live action. I sent down to La Para Estela.
I haven't watched that. How good is that? It based from what I've heard, it has themes like 500 Days of Summer.
I was about to say you could kind of compare it to 500 Days of Summer.
Okay.
It is a love story. It is a story about love.
No, and I also kind of could compare it. I don't know why it took me so long, but
Mhm.
I was in the movies and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm remembering with this, but I'm remembering something. And then while we were on the car ride home, I remembered, oh, it kind of reminded me of 13 Reasons Why.
Really, the Suicide
Suicide
series.
No, because the main girl kind of pushed the main guy away because the main guy was good and she was kind of shit. Which is how kind of 13
I
Reasons
hate
Why.
that fucking. There's another movie that's like that. The deaf one.
The deaf.
The mute one. The mute one.
Ang nawawala.
Yeah. Ang nawawala. It's the same as that.
Hey, ang nawawala was good.
Yeah, I know,
mute,
I know.
the mute
Yeah,
guy with the
um,
undead twin brother.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but I just
um,
hate that.
Twin brother?
It's a part of him
Uh,
of his imagination.
Okay.
Going back.
Anyway, going back to Isang Daan to La Para Casa, it was a good movie.
How would you rate it?
I would rate it an 8.
That's fine.
Pinoy standards 8.
Okay, that's high.
Pinoy standards.
Yeah.
International standards.
International standards I give it a 7.
Okay, that's still good.
Yeah, 7 is okay. That's
Aside
the-
from 500
I
Days, what can you compare it to?
Couldn't really compare it to anything. It's one of those. The story is so typical.
You could feel the beats.
It's so typical
the
in a
story
sense
beats.
that it had so many elements you could see in different movies,
Mm.
but it somehow pulled it all together and became its own.
Mm.
How was the acting of Bella Padilla? Because I watched the trailers. I'm not impressed.
The girly,
Yeah.
You seem like
Stella.
stereotypical
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not
girly
interested.
Okay,
girl
Like,
Stella.
who's
Yeah.
liked by someone who's
She's like the Sun Sun.
Stella's acting got better, I would say, around after the first 60% of the movie. The last 40%, the acting got better.
Why did she like have a change of heart in that
Yeah.
40%?
Was she
That's
better
what
at
I said.
acting with the serious stuff?
Yeah, she was better at acting with the serious stuff
Okay.
than time to be in the punky, rocky,
Yeah.
black-haired gothic chick. That was stupid.
She could have been another type of girl and
Yeah,
it would work.
she could have been a rockista without the black lipstick. That was stupid. I hated that. Anyway, moving on. The main guy, I forgot his name. Fuck, I'm sorry, guy.
Yeah, he's not that.
Yeah,
I'm not
he was good. He was good acting.
He's the guy from the long-haired guy from what
God.
was that movie?
I was about to say he looks like Baron Geisler.
No.
It's not Baron.
I know it's not.
The movie that we
He looks
watched
like
with
the younger.
Selena.
He looks like younger brother of Baron Geisler.
Alright, so, anyway, MC was good. Story was good. Yeah,
Boy,
the movie, what we actually wanted to watch
Kiss on you.
was yung The Room 23B, yung manananggal.
Manananggal in
It's
Room
also
23.
Filipino?
Yeah, so
It's a supernatural love story with the main character heroine being a manananggal.
Yeah, it was actually current setting.
That was part.
But
Those movie,
manananggal yung
yeah.
bida.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting premise.
that was part of the PPP, the
Yeah, it's like
pistang
manananggal
pelikulang
trying to live a
Pilipino.
normal life in
Okay.
our society right now.
Mhm.
It was interesting, but we went with isang daan pala para kay Stella because,
For our international viewers,
we-
that means 100 poems per Stella.
we came late to the cinemas.
Ah.
Yeah. Yung pinuna namin yung isang daan pala. Anyway, it was good. The other movies we also watched was Annabelle 2. My comment for that movie was,
Yeah, I'm not a horror fan, so I don't have any.
you're not a horror fan. Anyway,
Yeah, you're the horror fan.
I'm the only horror fan I think in the group. Anyway, it was too tense. It was stupid. You know how sometimes in horror movies they try to build up the horror and then throw in the horror.
Yeah, build up, release, build up, release.
build up,
The
release.
basic
It
premise
was
of
all
writing
build
horror.
up.
It goes up and down, up and down. There, it was always so tense that your butthole was clenched all the way. It's like you're playing comp for 2 hours.
God damn.
It hurt. It came to the point.
His butthole hurts.
Hey
No,
man, gonna get
no,
some
no.
ice cream over
No,
there.
it came to the point where you were just end the movie. You wanted it to be like that, but it was a good
Why though?
movie.
Why though? What makes it so tense? I mean,
There's no downtime.
There's no downtime.
what is happening?
Shit's always happening.
Oh, okay,
Ghost
okay.
is always there. Ghost is moving shit around. The demon's coming out. The doll is suddenly in the corner of the room.
So it's like an action film, but if it was horror.
yes, it was bad. You just wanted it to end.
Was
Yeah,
this made by,
because build up is important for horror. That's why you
Build
let
up
your
is
mind work
build up
and scare
release,
yourself.
but
Yeah.
it being just pure build up, it doesn't work. It's good. It accomplished what it set out to do, but you're not supposed to do it like that.
Yeah.
Other than
Would
that,
you watch it again?
it's one of those I
No,
would
he
watch.
won't be butt clushed anymore when he watches it again.
Yeah, it's one of those. I'll watch it again for the story because other than the build up, the story connected really well to one. The
Also,
first
it was a
part.
prequel?
It was a prequel.
Ah.
It connected really well to the first part, so I would say you'd watch it again for the plot, but no longer for the scares. And
Was
yeah.
this made by the same guys who made Insidious? I forgot the name.
yeah, those were the guys. The Insidious, the Annabelle, the
Yeah.
Conjuring guys.
Because Insidious is the same once it starts getting going. Yeah. But to make a whole movie like that.
Yeah,
Just
all
can
butt
you
clench.
imagine?
Yeah,
It's butt clenching. It's horrible. Anyway, the other movie that I mentioned, what was it?
Baby Rider. Baby Driver.
Oh, Baby Driver. Was-
Baby Rider.
I made this mistake before as well.
Baby
For,
Rider.
for some reason, Baby Rider just flows through my mouth
It's like
way easier.
Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
But he's a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Okay, Baby Driver, the only thing I could say is it was so good in how it played its music.
Yep. Me and Johan, all us are in agreement.
It
I
synced
should
so
just
well
watch
at how each and every beat happened to the action of the baby on camera.
Just watch it. Just
I
watch
know.
it.
It's one of those, if I had to compare it to anything, it's like watching a song.
I mean, in terms of action, it's a bit like Transporter.
In terms of action, the action's pretty light. The action is nothing noteworthy, but on how the music played with the action is what made it good. It's like watching a song. It's like watching a song. Every
It is an
beat has
extended-
a corresponding action.
Yeah, it is an extended music video.
Yes, it's an extended music video.
Right.
No, an extended a
Music
good extended music video
with plot. So
With plot.
basically a movie.
There's no butt jiggles here. It's a decent music video.
Hey man, my music videos are the Dragon Ball Linkin Park ones.
There's no butt jiggling. There's no boobs. There's no.
I thought you were gonna say Naruto, Linkin Park ones.
Anyway,
Right. Is the movie accessible to me?
no, not yet.
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
not yet.
Okay. So I'll have to wait until it becomes accessible.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
It's too on the nose.
and later we're gonna watch it. Also horror, you guys.
Yeah, I'm also planning.
The
to watch
scary
it.
clown movie.
It's.
I
not
heard
a
it's
clown.
good. I heard it's good.
No, I heard it's good as well. But
He looks like a clown, but he's not a clown. I
to
know.
to give some context.
He's like
it
an evil spirit demon thing
No,
that
it-
looks like
it-
a clown.
is a monster.
That's
It is a monster that shows itself as your greatest fear.
So that's why he's a clown.
decides to
That's
be a
why
clown.
it took out the looks of a clown. It's kind of like that monster in Harry Potter, where whatever you feared, that's what it would be. But instead, this was an actual beast that would hurt you, eat you, or
And
whatever.
hide in the
fuck.
sewers.
Mine would be, oh no, it's my skill rating.
Oh.
Skill rating? In
What?
what?
What the fuck's this
Overwatch.
going?
Oh, God.
My SR.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
No,
It's being alone. It's just me with no one.
It's you would see that your grave sphere is just you sitting in the corner all dark.
Oh my
No
god.
video games.
No, it's you left with your thoughts.
And it's gonna be like, I'm you. No, but you're not me.
It's persona.
God damn.
No, that
Never
would.
mind.
I don't think that would be a fear. That would be a wish fulfillment for
Yeah.
you.
And
I
it would
get
kill
to
you.
fight. I get to be a weeb and fight myself.
Did you watch any new series or it was just all movie marathons for you? these past months?
It's usually movie, man.
Yeah, I'm usually a movie man. Other than animations, I don't watch any series.
Right. What about you, Arnold? Did you do any live action this week?
That was it, Logan.
Right. I remembered something. I binged a series this week.
Could you close that?
Ooh,
Can-
Could you close that Jaden shit first?
No,
It's not on the screen, alright? Can someone please call my phone right now?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Oh God,
Fine,
damn.
I'll do it.
My ringtone is.
I know what it is. We
Yeah.
both just rewatched this series.
No wonder you took out your phone, you fucker.
If it's Yu-Gi-Oh, God
It's
damn.
not.
No,
it's
it's not.
live action, man.
I'm calling. Is that coming without?
No.
No, 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 no.
God damn what?
Okay, good.
My phone. My phone. Okay, so I've been binging Impractical Jokers this week.
Oh
Yes,
no.
that's, remember that show that I forced upon you all and only me and Roy watch it now?
I stopped mid season 3.
Well,
I
my
think,
brother
a few
and I
years
watch
ago.
it sometimes.
Yeah,
when it's on TV.
Yeah, I stopped mid season 3 maybe last year,
Mhm.
but now I found a way to stream it.
Who's
Yeah.
the bald guy?
Mer.
He has
Mer.
hair now.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
some oddball reason.
It's part of a punishment. He has to. He was forced to wear another Joker's hair.
Yeah, the
For the
guy who
whole
had the
season.
longest hair, they shaved him, and
They shaved only his head.
and then made a wig out of it. It's that guy.
That's why he has hair now
No, he's forced to wear it forever.
for the rest
For
of the
rest
season.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I apparently I reached a little bit of season 6,
Mm.
but I haven't finished the actual season 6 yet. Yeah, so I'll finish it
Okay.
this week.
Season 6 is still ongoing, so you can
No, it's
catch
still
up.
ongoing. Okay.
I never watch it consistently. I watch it every now and then, so snippets. So there are episodes I have watched of the new ones, episodes of the old ones that I've watched, but
No.
most of the episodes I haven't watched.
Yeah, because I don't think we download it anymore. We
Yeah.
just stream it, and whenever we remember, we watch it.
Yeah, I just binged it while I was waiting for my party in FF14.
For me,
Ah.
for what you guys do with Impractical Jokers, it's what me and my brother do with the Wild Boys. Whenever we remember,
What's the Wild Boys?
it's Steve-O and Party Boy doing
Mm.
some animal stuff.
Who is
Like
Steve Owen?
Someone from
Jackass.
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 Ah.
Jackass peeps. Steve-O and Party Boy.
Killer karaoke stuff.
Basically, sometimes they run the jungle naked.
Oh, Steve Owen is Steve-O?
Yeah,
Steve-O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes they run the jungle naked. They have scorpions pincer themselves, and
Mm.
I don't know. They take part in some tattooing by the natives. They drink some
Blood. I don't know.
I don't know, some disgusting ass wine made by.
So, I'm not sure if
Indigenous
we've
people.
ever discussed Impractical Jokers on the cast.
I don't think so because
Yeah, can you just give the guys a summary on what it is?
Yeah, it's for
Just watch
yeah,
it.
it's
But-
for high school friends who decided to make a TV show now, and they're dating each other, and the one who loses gets punished for the week, and that's really it.
Yeah, okay.
It's clean Jackass.
Yeah, actually, it's clean
Yeah.
Jackass. It's more of a dare show.
Yeah.
They dare you to do something, and if you
Yeah.
don't do it,
Yeah, sometimes
do or
they,
say
they have
something.
to give tickets to a show, and they have to be able to give it. They say the show
Yeah,
is
the
called.
people need to take the ticket.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
people need to take the ticket. And
It's called
sometimes,
up my ass and do the left.
Yeah, or
so how are you gonna sell it?
yeah, how are you
Yeah.
gonna say how?
Or-
And sometimes it's called jerks in a circle.
or one game is like, would you help me bury this? And I remember this one Joker was revealed that he was supposed to get strangers to help him bury something that he doesn't know, and it turned out the thing under the covers was his niece.
With his knees, yeah. I think that was Myrrh.
No, it's Sal.
Oh, yeah, but it's God.
Myrrh was the pile of mannequins, the goldfishes, and stuff
Alright.
like that. Yeah.
Alright, so.
How are you gonna have 30 knees? Did he?
They didn't.
No, they didn't.
How the fuck was that clean? How
No, they will actually
Clean because they don't hurt themselves.
Oh, okay,
They don't.
okay.
They don't hurt each
others.
other.
They don't embarrass other people, only themselves.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
part of the dare.
And the thing is, if they blur the faces of the people,
Or the
out.
people who
Oh,
don't. The
who
people
don't sign
who
releases,
Don't sign the release.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
All right.
So it's funny because you're in on the joke and you're laughing with the guys.
Yeah, sometimes there's
Because it's 4 jokers, 3 of them are behind the mic, and the one joker on set or on the field is the one that needs to do this task.
let's say they have to shush and they're watching.
Wait, I think you made me watch that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we watched.
I
this.
made you
The one
guys
with
watch
the
it.
bar trying to pick up girls or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
have to save
It's a group
lives.
of 4 and they're always
And
this.
the guy with the beard is the yung picon. I forgot it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a good show.
It's a good show.
All right. So
Any new stuffs now? Or
we've got some news. First, we got some word from Jared Leto. He is very confused on how the
Yeah.
Joker movies are all the announcements and stuff.
So he wasn't in on it. He's
Okay,
not
so,
part of this.
He knows that he is going to be Joker in Suicide Squad 2.
There's a 2.
Yeah, that's actually going to be our next
Oh.
next news. But what he didn't know is that there was going to be the Joker prequel that we talked about,
Yeah.
I think 3 weeks ago. And he didn't know that he's not playing the Joker there.
Oh.
So if
The Scorsese Joker.
if you guys are
Yeah.
confused with how DC is treating Joker,
Jared-
he is too.
Jared Leto is too.
well, I think it's because his Joker is different from.
His
Yeah.
Joker is weird.
No, his Joker. You know how some people suspect his Joker is the Robin Joker and not the original Joker?
Yeah, that was one of the
Theories.
Yeah.
theories.
I think that still plays well.
I watched. I found out this in YouTube, and the thing I got from it is that DC Warner Brothers is using the multiple universe theory or
For
multiple
DC?
universe. Yeah, in a way because they know the negative backlash they got from Leto's Joker in Suicide 1. So I think this could be a way of saying that.
Bringing another Joker in.
Yeah, stay in your corner. We got a really good writer here. Producer. We got a really good producer here. So let's try something new, and maybe he'll be better, or something like that. As a way to like isolate their failures.
there we go.
And I have to go home.
Oh,
Ah.
People need the car.
Wait,
Alright.
Before, do you have any gaming shit before you go?
Oh God, I've been so away from gaming. So
Oh.
no.
Even Rust.
Even Rust? Yeah, we would have seen him if he played Rust.
Anything.
Ah.
Trying to diss from the internet, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, when do you think the people could expect you next?
Scream your.
Next week or next week.
Okay,
that's
bye,
better than
Lawrence.
being dead. Bye,
Bye.
Lawrence.
Thanks, man.
Alright, you can like
Ingat.
move in and let.
Anything there?
I don't know. I don't think you brought any. Your mic
Your crap.
My handkerchief
and your mic.
and my wallet.
Can you take your mic?
There.
I don't want to leave the shit here, dude. Just take your mic. Fuck you, man.
Leave it there.
I'm gonna throw it away.
Throw it away.
It's a little
Trash.
piece of.
Are you
on the
serious?
guy.
Behind my
God damn it.
Goddamn.
Right.
Okay, I'm staying here.
Okay.
Then let's just fix the thing. You guys still have it. Alright, I was just about to say, he's the site states that he subsequently informed his agents that he wasn't happy about DC planning to have multiple Jokers. Okay, just
Oh.
exactly what Arnold was talking about.
Yeah,
Can
because
you tell
they're.
me if I can. If
Yeah.
I-
Because remember, there's a Gotham TV series that has another Joker.
You're good. You're good. Arnold's good.
I'm still not sure if like the Joker, the noir Joker, the one with Scorsese.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a noir.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dude, that was news last time.
Was that news?
Yeah, man. With
Was it
me and
news that
Eman.
it's noir?
That's how I found out it was noir.
I
And-
forgot.
So it is noir.
It's
I'm
my
not
job
sure.
to find the news and read it. It's not my job to
Remember.
remember.
So yeah, Scorsese's Joker.
Oh yeah, Hermie corrected me with reading the name as well.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Like Matt Kroenig.
Yeah.
His Joker, I'm still not sure if it's connected with the Batman
Mm.
solo film, so that could have another Joker. So yeah, I think they're just using the multiple universe theory to like create separate films without any connection. So
Hmm.
that's
How
it.
do they own the rights? Okay, DC is also making this. I don't know.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. They have all the rights to anything DC. Including...
Do they own the comic books?
No, no, no.
No, they just own
films,
the film.
film rights.
Right.
Film and game rights.
And then continuing on Suicide Squad, it finally has a director.
Hey. Mel Gibson.
No, might. Oh
No.
wow, might
No.
direct.
No, no. The rumors that Mel Gibson might direct it came to
Oh.
nothing, and was
Mm.
DC's first choice.
Okay.
And then Jean Colette Serra, I probably fucked that up. The director for The Shallows, also turned it down. So now they got Galvin O'Connor to direct. the
I am
movie.
not familiar with his work.
Galvin O'Connor,
Oh yeah,
made The Accountant.
Oh yeah, the Ben Thriller type.
Yeah, that was a
shooter.
good movie. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right.
Then maybe.
Has no release date yet, but they might start shooting in June 2018, so don't expect this for like maybe 2019 or 2020.
How does the studio still have money to throw at these bad films
They
until
got
they think they're gonna get their money back?
they got money from Wonder Woman, so
Yeah.
Mm.
I still think that the problem with the DC movies, it's never the directors nor the writers. It's always the Warner Brother
yeah,
guys.
hey, make this funnier.
Yeah, it's always the
Ah.
suits. Because remember, they made
Always executive meddling.
Yeah, Suicide Squad was reshot because of them, right?
and they had an advanced screening of the new Justice League movie.
And it's being reshot now. We talked
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this.
What?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
talked about this with Mark, I think last week.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
where we talked about how it's being reshot, but it's coming out this year.
Mm.
So wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
How are
it
you gonna
was
make that work?
too serious, I think, or wasn't funny enough. I'm not sure about that. But I think the term they're using is unwatchable by their standards. So
Yeah.
I don't want to know what watchable is. Goddamn. So
What's watchable? We need ads.
They
So,
should
yeah.
re-review the scripts or have script doctors because reshoots cost money and time.
yeah.
And it's
That's why you
coming
should
out
fix-
this year.
That's why you should fix your shit in
it's
pre-production
coming out this
when you
year
are
and it's being
writing the
reshot.
script, reading it, and stuff. Oh god.
Yeah, it's always just suits. That's why I'm never hopeful for any DC stuff. Especially the one with Batman, because like the moment it was announced that Ben Affleck stepped down as the director, okay, good luck. So,
So,
so
yeah, suicide. Did anyone suicide this year?
No, what?
Hey, I don't
Let's
know.
move
I-
on.
you were thinking of a segue.
I-
Oh my
I-
god!
Let's move on to games.
I have nothing. Who played anything? This
I
week?
played stuff.
What stuff you need to be?
Nah,
More.
yeah, I played 2 games. Wait, give me a moment. 3 games. There we go.
First, you guys played Monaco last night.
Oh shit, 4 games. There we go. Yeah. So the shorter one, Monaco, the country. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. So we played that because it was free on Steam until today, I think. So
Yeah, you install it, it's yours forever.
yeah. No, just buying it and it's yours
Yeah.
forever. So we play that and it's like Hotline Miami meets Payday. So that's it. Like I can see it like if you're playing it on a single player, it's not as easy as it is, but we're playing on multiplayer, so we're just bum rushing.
Yeah, I'm listening to you guys chat,
Yeah.
and it's just, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Like,
Yeah.
that's clean.
Yeah, let's just go this because there's the basic premise of every level is always get this stuff and get out. So
Mm.
that's it. I'm not sure if it gets deeper than that in the succeeding levels, but when we played,
So it's a heist game.
yeah, it's a heist game. So when played top down, pixel, it's
Mhm.
pixel, and yeah, again, it's like Hotline Miami. Play top down, and you just move around the level, kind of like Pac-Man.
Hmm.
So during the first few levels, all the guards are using fists, right? They're beating you up and stuff, so we can still bomb rush it. But the moment they started using guns, remember, like in chat we were like blaming Hill.
Yeah, you guys kept talking about
Just
Hill.
like Hill,
hacking in.
There's-
I'm hacking in.
because the moment they started using guns, like 2-3 shots, you're dead, and it doesn't even matter. They're never gonna miss. The moment you're in their sights, they're always gonna hit you. So I'm like, yeah. So me and Johan are playing it stealthily as we can, but then suddenly I'm hacking in, and then he gets detected. And I'm like, what the fuck?
For him, hacking in is opening locks.
Yeah,
right?
just opening locks. He thinks he's a hacker. There's an actual hacker class. He's not a hacker.
A lockpick.
He's just a locksmith. Yeah, but that was fun. Definitely fun. It's only limited to 4 players though.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm sure.
I'm sure there's some on knockout too. That's why
Yeah.
it's free.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Same with what's the thing that we got from Humble Bundle that's free during Steam sale?
Killing Floor.
Killing Floor.
Oh, yeah,
Killing
yeah.
Floor 2 is also available. That's
Yeah,
why
so maybe
they
it was to
offered
advertise
one.
stuff. Yeah. So that's the other one, and then I played 2 Telltale games. I finished the latest episode of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I forgot
Is
they
it
made
still-
it.
I still think it is the last of the old generation of Telltale, and I think that as lucky as I am, this is the time that I got hit with the Telltale bugs, the bugs of death.
Oh.
Like there was this moment wherein Gamora is in a fight scene with a soldier, and then oh wait, not Gamora, the sister Nebula
Mhm.
is in a fight scene, and then suddenly the sound cuts. I'm like, okay, so maybe it's a glitch. So I'm still playing it, and then the scene plays out, so it auto saves, and that's it. My computer crashed every
jeez.
time. Yeah, I thought it was a graphics thing, so I lowered everything, still the same. I thought it was, and I don't know how to fix it. So what I did was, ultimately it just ended up with me re-downloading the game. So that
Was your save file corrupted or
no, it
Okay.
wasn't. It was that's what I like about the new Telltale games. They save your file to the cloud. That's why that's kind of the incentive of getting it legit, because you have the cloud save and shit. But other than that, it's the last of the old horse Telltale. Your choices might or might not matter. Telltale. Yeah, still a good game. And the next one is again Batman. I finished the first episode. Everything I said or everything I liked about the Riddler, wherein Riddler is not the Jim Carrey.
We talked about this with
Yeah, in the
last-
previous
last
cast.
week.
Yeah, I'm like it's not like that anymore.
Oh.
He is a battle.
No,
battle
he's still
riddle.
he's a veteran. In other words, he was billed as the original villain before Batman started his shit, and he was cool up to the near end. Because up to the near end,
Mhm.
it was found out that he was just basically trying to win over the group of Harley, Two-Face, and possibly the Joker, because they're teasing it that maybe Joker is part of the gang.
Of course. he is.
And yeah, and and you play around with Amanda Waller, and then at the end, spoilers, Amanda Waller knows you're Bruce Wayne. So I'm still holding this game. I'm still leveling my expectations, because
Mhm.
the first Batman game had a good premise wherein the Waynes were actually crime lords, and I don't know, I got excited after that, and then I just got I got watered down at the end of the other episodes. This one I'm still holding it to a high regard, because it tries something new with the choices and stuff like that. It tried something new with the Riddler, and I like that, except near the end, and I don't know. It's still good. Definitely not as good as the last Walking Dead for me. And that's it. And and then the last thing I played, which actually changed my opinion, was Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Oh, let's dive into
You
that.
played Dragon Age, right?
Yep.
Inquisition.
Yes.
You touched it, right?
Inquisition? Yeah, I played it as well.
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
finish it,
So to all my Mass Effect friends, to all the Mass Effect people,
though. Hey man, hopefully you're listening.
yeah, and well, let me get it out. Let's get this out of the way with the feeling of the studio, because it's essentially canceled now. with future
It's put on
iterations.
hold for like at least for the next
It's
2 years.
basically cancelled because they're sending like we're not really planning for anything.
Yeah,
It's-
but BioWare Edmonton is still alive.
of course.
Montreal, the one who made this, is dead.
Yes, of course. I'm so sorry. I feel so sorry for them because the longer you play this game, you need to change your mindset into like what Eman said. This is not the Mass Effect we knew. This is totally something different in taste, in direction, and I think I touched on it the last time I talked about it was there is a greater emphasis on exploration. You're not a soldier here. This is not Star Wars. This is more Star Trek, wherein a greater emphasis on getting to know the universe and getting to know the stuff you're in is there. And the subtle touches it gives, which I actually like, is that you need to holster your gun in this one. You don't bring it out every time. Unlike in the original Mass Effect, wherein you had that option of holstering your gun. Why? Because when you bring out your gun, your field of view gets so little. It focuses directly on what's in front of you, and when you holster it, it pans back to reveal more of the environment, so you can see shit. And I like that. And most of the game is like that. Like you're made to scan everything because you don't know what the fuck this mushroom is. So you scan that shit. You scan everything. You scan new enemies to get to know them. And the reason why I bring up Dragon Age was it is so clear that this is made using the engine
The engine for Inquisition.
for Inquisition because you still collect. You remember how you craft in Inquisition?
Yeah.
Same shit how you craft here. You remember how you collect the stones and shit? Same shit here. You remember when you talk to some non-important NPC wherein it pans the camera just like that and brings out the conversation wheel, just like here. So it is the same thing. I'm not taking that as a bad thing though. It is okay, but it clearly shows that they were just pressed for time. I am changing my opinion because the first opinion I gave out of this was it feels so lazy. Now it just feels rushed. And and I feel so sorry for the developers because there are gameplay elements here like with the shooting and the class system. You don't pick a class. Well, you technically do, but just the starting. But as you go on, you choose from 3 trees, kind of like 1 trillion guns.
Borderlands.
Kind of like Borderlands. You,
1 trillion guns.
I
you
got
pick-
that immediately.
you pick 3 trees, and then depending on the tree you pick, in any combination, you unlock the class for that specific stuff, or you unlock the title for that specific stuff. So it's tiny evolutions like that, and my God, the conversation wheel, it changed to a something like when again you play Dragon Age or even like Telltale, right? You always have 4 choices, or you always have choices, and they always feel the same. He's basically trying to say the same shit, only in a
In
different,
different tone.
yeah, in different tones. Here it changes that shit. Like it changed. You got 4 choices: casual, emotional, logical, and I forgot the last one, serious or something like that.
Casual.
And it changes the actual dialogue. It changes the impression of the characters beneath you, and that type of small thing. I don't know, man. I just feel sorry for the studio because they clearly want to try something new with the tone, with the gameplay, with everything, and they were just pressed for time, and that led to just copy pasting the Dragon Age engine, and that led to like the graphical shit. And
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm being a bit vocal about this because I'm also part of the problem. The first batch of people who played the game and saw the glitches, they're still there, yeah, but they do not detract anything from playing the game, except maybe if you encounter any game breaking bugs. I haven't, but yeah, but fuck, man, it sucks.
It was a wasted opportunity.
It was really a waste of opportunity that could have been fixed in a sequel, because Mass Effect 2 Mass Effect 1 is the same quality like this. In Mass Effect 1, I'm sure you've heard of the term texture popping, wherein when you load a model, it loads the base model and then it just adds it. Yeah. Mass Effect 1 was notorious
I
for
don't
that.
remember it much. 'Cause,
It's an old game thing. Right now, you barely see it. But during Mass Effect 1, which was
Long loading times, the heavy elevator scene, stuff
yeah,
like that.
back in 2005, that was really prevalent. Wherein
I think that was released 2006 or 7.
okay, yeah. So during
back
that
then.
time, that was what the old series it's known for. The same thing we're seeing here. It's not as bad as say that Assassin's Creed Unity shit where the floating.
yeah. Those are bad bugs.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as that, but it was really evident back then, back in Mass Effect 1. And then Mass Effect 2 became the masterpiece that it is. So it never got that chance. And I am just so sorry for the developers. Yeah, fuck, man. I'm enjoying the game, to be honest. I'm dedicating my time to the game because this game is, again, if you're familiar with Dragon Age, each map is like the hinterlands type.
It's big. It's really big.
Not big per se in terms of size, but rather big in terms of like the amount of side quests they throw at you, wherein there's so many things, and I'm just like, oh, okay, you can see the effort that was put in
I'm
here.
not sure, but are they still patching this?
The last patch was 1.10, so
When was that? Like,
I'm not sure. So I'm not. I haven't patched it yet, but right now, from where I'm standing, this is a good game. Like it is. I'm not saying it's like a 9. I'm saying like maybe it's a 7 at best.
it's playable, but it's you have to accept the fact that
More
it's
than
not.
playable, I think it's enjoyable. Yeah.
But you have to accept the fact that it's not the old Mass Effect, which is why the fans were so distraught and so pissed.
Yeah, and I think again, I can't blame the fans because after Mass Effect 3, and then you're getting this. I mean, the first batch of the game, and then from Mass Effect 3, you're gonna get pissed though, right? So I can't blame them. But at the same time, sayang eh. Like it's a waste of talent. It's a waste of and
Could have done more.
yeah. I just hope it's not the end. You know.
For Mass Effect, at
Of
least.
course, yeah. So yeah, so that's it. Eman played the fucking game. It's actually good.
He has it.
Yeah, he has it. He just won't install it because tinatamad raw siya, or he's being lazy.
He's getting into the because FF14 always has this like a savage dungeon. That's what it's called.
Mhm.
It's the hardest dungeon for this current patch. It divides the savage into 3 batches of 4 dungeons. So now we have dungeon 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Omega. Because in FF14 we had Bahamut, and in Heaven's Word we had Alexander, and now we have Omega.
Omega
So-
weapon.
Yeah. So now we have Omega 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the first expansion and patch where Eman and I are updated, and we are currently going with the raiders into the Savage content as they came out. Because we started playing FF14 Heaven's Word, and by the time that we got to the end game, people were already like finishing the Savage dungeons. Now we're with the progressing people. I'm currently trying to beat Savage 3. Eman just beat Savage 3 and is now trying to beat Savage 4, so that's why he's kind of busy. Every night we go in, we try and join these practice groups trying to clear these dungeons. So I don't know if he's gonna
Do like the bosses level up as
No, they're just really hard.
Oh, okay.
The way that Savage fights work in FF14 is it's a dance. It's like for the first 30 seconds, this is the boss's mechanics. So healers, you have to go to this direction, and then you have to heal tanks because the tanks are gonna be decreased down to 1%. The DPS need to be in these angles because the boss is gonna release a beam that's in this direction, and then when that's done, everyone needs to converge into 1 point because anyone who's not connected to another player is gonna turn into a pig.
A pig.
And then after that, there's gonna be these 4 squares. So that's how Savage fights work in FF14.
Okay. So
You need to be both on point with the mechanics,
Yeah.
and you need to be on point with your
Timing.
on your individual performance as a player. The DPS need to be constant with their combos. They need to not drop their damage. The healers need to be on point with the healing. The tanks need to make sure that they're switching off each other, because there's a high chance that the main tank is gonna die if the second tank doesn't take like the spot from him. So
It's kind of like fighting a Dark Souls boss.
kind of like FF14 Savage are master the mechanics, go in every day, try to practice, get further in. That's what we mean by practice. Like, do the fight. By practice, we're not doing an easier version of the fight. We just do the fight.
Until you
But-
get the feel for
Yeah,
it.
but no one rage quits because everyone is still progressing. Everyone in the practice group is there to practice. So if you guys screw up, no one should rage because
Okay.
all of you are there
To learn.
to learn.
How
If
long?
you're joining a clearing group, because this is a weekly thing,
Yeah.
like there are four, right? If you've cleared Dungeon 1 this week, you can't get the Dungeon 1 rewards anymore. You need to wait until next week to redo Dungeon 1. That's why it's called the weekly clear. So if you're doing your weekly clears and people are fucking up, that's when you can rage. Like, come on, I need to be practicing 3 right now. I can't waste time on 2. I've already cleared 2. We've all cleared 2. Why the fuck are you guys fucking up? That's where you rage. When you're in a practice group, everyone's learning, like, spend 2 hours practicing.
What if accidentally like you finish the boss?
Then good!
Okay.
Yeah, by practicing, your goal is to finish, but,
Okay.
you're taking it slowly.
Yeah, you don't go in expecting to win.
Yeah.
How
Go in
long
there
is
to learn
like,
the
a fight
patterns.
usually?
Hmm?
How long is the fight usually?
If you're a clearing group, the fight should not last more than 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
that's
That's fast.
Yeah, that's not too long. Okay. So that's it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
obviously,
pala, that's why last night you were saying that Eman was practicing for something.
then obviously, I'm also playing it for 14. Yeah, segue to my week, fuckers. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Woo! Because if you weren't done, that would have been a bad segue.
Wait, I do have.
Ah, shit!
No, go say, because I want to announce something, just so like I can finally get the.
No, alright, do it. You can do it.
Okay, guys. So I'm announcing something. I'm finally gonna make a video.
Ooh, what
for
is
YouTube,
this?
Yeah. I
YouTube.
originally planned on not saying it until it's done, but then as I found out, if you don't say it to people, tatamarin ka.
Yeah.
You're gonna get lazy or something like that. So I want to say it so like
So
hindi
you
ako
get,
talk shit.
you get held accountable for it.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Arnold, where is the thing?
Yes. So back when Roy was re-emerging with his Let's Plays, I wanted to start something as well, but I can't do Let's Plays. So
I also can't do Let's Plays.
what the fuck? You've done Let's Plays.
Yeah, but it's hard to do it when one, your internet isn't good because uploading takes a long time. 2, I'm not getting money from YouTube and Let's Play, so there's not really much
Incentive.
not
for
really
you.
incentive, but there's no drive to deliver on a regular basis. And playing the game kind of feels like a chore now. Because I have to sit down and record, and I have to edit it after, and I have to wait for it to upload. I can't play FF while it's uploading. I can't play XCOM while it's rendering.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
But you said like you're planning to do streams.
Yeah, when I get fiber, I'll start streaming
Okay.
because at least then I don't have to upload it because
Yeah.
it automatically uploads.
can't you like record while doing the stream?
Yeah.
So like it's a one time thing.
There's 2 ways to do it. You can record it and then just upload it by yourself. Maybe do some editing, cut off some lull moments.
Yeah.
But YouTube and Twitch, they keep an archive of your streams. They save it. They
okay.
save it on their end.
Yeah.
So
So you can get it.
yeah, it's basically just a stream Let's Play when you do it on those platforms.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. So yeah, so I can't do Let's Play, so I'm planning to do more of analysis and reviews, kind of like what Ochoa is doing. I can't plug Ochoa because I don't know his
you guys
channel.
like Watamote? Watch this and write, comment, subscribe, and tell me how it sounds.
But
Hey guys, did you watch my latest video?
I can't.
I know he's not gonna listen to this podcast, so I'm gonna throw shade.
Yeah, he just keeps throwing stuff at us. I'm like, dude, it's
Release it because we
Yeah.
we also have stuff on our own.
the
honestly.
only way you can get better is by releasing it and just listening to the
Yeah.
people. So yeah, I can't plug. I'm sorry, Ocho. I can't plug your because I don't remember your channel.
Even he doesn't remember his
Yeah,
channel. 2 times we made him plug, he doesn't remember his freaking
What the
channel.
So yeah, so reviews and analysis, and the thing I'm doing right now is I'm planning to analyze the Persona 5 waifus.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
I'm calling it defending the waifu or something like that. And the first video I'm planning to release is actually on Haru. So
Mm.
this past few week I've watched like the whole social link, and I'm reading all the fucking
Haru stuff. You're
Haru
diving
stuff.
deep.
Yeah, I'm planning to put Futaba in last because
It's
if
your
I
defense for
started
last.
with him, yeah, if I started with Futaba, I'm just gonna
You're
lose.
gonna
fuck,
edit
fuck it.
in
fuck
defense
it.
of
I've
Futaba.
talked about the waifu, nothing matters. Maybe Takemi, but everyone else, fuck it.
Fuck it. So looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's it.
You know,
That's all I have left.
when we didn't record a podcast for last week, I actually
Mm.
had a similar idea
Uh-huh.
where, like, for the times when we can record a podcast, I'll record myself playing FF14 talking about something. And I'll call it Rowie Saves the Day because
okay. It's just
at
gonna,
least there's an upload.
it's just
you
gonna be a
know?
one-man
So
show.
what's gonna happen? What I was planning was while I was practicing the FF14 raid, maybe I'll talk about Nier Automata, why I like it so much because I didn't get the chance to.
So it's not. So it's a vlog now.
Yeah, kind of like that. Just hey, there's an upload.
No class today, but watch me over
Actually,
at
I
blah
think
blah blah.
we need something like that because, like, people might stop. The few people who are listening to it, they might start
Thank you.
thinking. They might start thinking like, oh wait, they're not posting
They're
anymore.
getting lazy.
Did they die?
Yeah, did they die? So yeah, I think, and I thought you were actually gonna
More
do
channels
something
is
single.
actually good for us. Activity somewhere.
Yeah.
Even just on Facebook, even just saying hi fans, hi guys. Because mostly either me or Hale are the ones posting on the group.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And then, so about the not uploading things, yeah, there wasn't a podcast last week. There also wasn't a Hatoful Boyfriend episode last week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I needed my internet for 3 things. No, for 4 things
Mhm.
actually, and they all coincide with my gaming. One is I tried the Dissidia NT beta, so I
Oh.
had to download the beta. So I needed my internet for that. Dissidia beta, for those who don't know, Dissidia is now 3-on-3
Mhm.
instead of 1-on-1. It still feels like Dissidia. Yeah, the animation and the fighting is a little more fluid.
Mhm.
But the game itself is still a little rough, a little confusing. I don't know if because it's a
Is this more for the fans, or can new people get?
yeah,
into
new people can go in.
Okay. Can get into it?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the whole roughness of it is because it's a beta or it's part of the 3-on-3 thing because things are kind of confusing. There's HUD. The HUD needs more work before they release the final version. But it's still Dissidia.
This is the arcade game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about except it's still Dissidia. Yeah, I'm still gonna play Zidane. Fuck it.
Squall fuckers.
Yeah, that's just it. It's Dissidia 3-on-3. It's coming out, I think, January. So.
What do you mean by
looking forward to
3-on-3? Groups of 3, like us 3 can go against another team?
that. Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be chaotic.
Or just you and 2 AIs versus 3 AIs.
Oh, so it's forced 3v3.
Yeah.
You can't 1v1.
There might be a 1v1 on the final release, but on the beta it's only 3-on-3.
Oh, okay.
I also tried to do an online match, but fuck it.
It's too lag.
No. So I'm not sure. That's why I really need that fiber because if I don't have fiber by the time Gundam releases, I'm gonna talk about Gundam next. I
Yeah.
won't be able to play online because my net sucks. Then the next thing that I played and I needed to download was the Gundam versus beta, which is coming out late this month, September 30, I think. Just like Dissidia, the Gundam versus beta, it's like the previous Gundam versus games. But however, I am surprised by how many mobile suits we were allowed to play in the beta. It was a final game. It was almost the final game. Maybe 10 suits that were introduced in this game were not in the beta, but everything else, I'd say we had 30 to 40 mobile suits to play in the beta.
What? That's a lot.
Yeah, that's almost the entire roster, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of shocked they did that. And so good on them. But yeah, it's Gundam versus. It's not much to talk about. They just refined some of the movements of some mobile suits, but they still have the same attacks that they do in the PSP and the PS3 games. So it's just
So
they're
this
just
is an old game with an updated
no, it's not
roster.
it's not an old game. It's
Old
the same
mechanics
series.
Okay.
Think the Naruto games. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 1 and 2 are not the same games, but 2 is building up on 1.
Okay.
So like for every game released in the PSP, for every game released in the PS3, they're taking all of the suits there, they're putting it
Okay.
here because now they can work with more memory.
Yeah.
PS4 is stronger, so they can put more suits, more
Okay.
gameplay features. That's just it. It's just it's been 3 years since we released a Gundam versus game. Let's update the roster. That's it. And then the next game that I needed internet with is XCOM 2 War of the Chosen.
What?
Because I had to get it
Okay.
on my PC.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
You got it. You got
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Napaisip ako dun.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I talked about this with Arnold a while ago, but not a while ago, but I think yesterday or the other day. War of the Chosen doesn't feel like it was slapped on top of the base game. It's a good replacement because you still play the original campaign.
Is
but-
this a standalone sequel? A standalone expansion, or you need the base? game?
You need the base.
I think you need the base,
Okay.
but I don't think you do because in the launcher you decide to play XCOM 2 or XCOM 2 War of the Chosen.
Oh, okay.
However, if you don't have DLC of the previous of base XCOM 2, the Alien Hunter pack, the Alien Hunters enemies, and the Shen's last
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have those, you won't be able to play them in War of the Chosen.
Okay.
But I think War of the Chosen itself works by itself, but you can only play the base campaign modified by War of the Chosen.
Okay.
So as I said, you play the base campaign improved by War of the Chosen.
Yeah.
So you started a new game.
Yeah, if you didn't play XCOM 2, the vanilla XCOM 2,
Yeah,
and you,
I didn't.
and you went directly to War of the Chosen, you wouldn't be able to tell that you're playing War of the Chosen content because it's mixed in well.
yeah.
It feels like it should have been that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, War of the Chosen is great. There's a lot of new mechanics and additions. First are the 3 factions, because aside from XCOM, there are also other humans fighting the aliens, and you have to befriend these factions. You have to improve your relationship, and then you get the hero classes. The hero classes are strong, but they're not OP. You can't just send 3 hero classes in one mission and expect
Yeah,
it to
it's,
go
it's
well.
the guy with the grappling hook.
Yeah.
And
But they are really fun to play. There are also 3 hunters. They're called Chosen. They are Shadow of Mordor style orcs, where for every new game you have, these hunters have randomized traits. The assassin that I'm fighting is weak to Reapers. A Reaper is one of the heroes, and she's also weak to shots coming from higher altitudes.
Okay.
However, her strengths are she doesn't trigger Overwatch,
Oh shit.
so that's really strong, and I think she has a high chance of dazing or confusing my units when she hits them. And then when you beat them, they're not dead. They'll just be inactive for a time, but they'll come back. In order for you to actually kill them off, is you need to do these side quests with the factions of finding where their base is. Because I think how it works is they're being resurrected in
Okay.
a certain
So you have
area.
to find the
You
actual
have to find it.
facility.
You have to take it out, and
Yeah.
that chosen's gone.
Yeah.
There are 3 chosens. Before you start a mission somewhere, it tells you if that area is defended by that chosen, and if it is, there's a chance that that chosen will show up during the mission.
Okay, so it's randomized when they
Yeah.
will pop out.
Yeah.
What difficulty are you playing at?
Just veteran, man.
Yeah.
Veteran
that's
is
normal.
hard.
That's normal. That's normal.
Veteran is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other addition is Lost and Abandoned. It's the horde enemies.
Yeah,
The zombies.
The zombies, yeah.
Yeah. at first you might feel like it's overwhelming
Mm.
because you're fighting the chosen, you're fighting the normal advent, and now you're fighting swarms of 20 zombies at the same time.
Okay.
So you think it's overwhelming, but it's not.
Yeah.
The way that they make you handle the zombies is really good. If you kill a zombie with your gun, it's considered a headshot and you get one bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So if you kill, you get a bonus action. If you kill using that bonus action, you get another bonus action.
Oh, so it
As
stacks.
long as long as you kill swarm of zombies with one shot,
Yeah.
you keep going.
Oh, okay.
So the really good way of dealing with them is to use your snipers, because the snipers in XCOM 2 also have access to the pistol. The pistol doesn't need reloads,
Yeah.
and you can just keep shooting. So what you do is you use your sniper to take down zombies with 4 or 5 health.
Mhm.
And then when you take down those zombies, you use your pistol to take down zombies with 2 health.
Uh-huh.
So your snipers can actually take down zombies by themselves.
Okay.
And if you need to, you can also use grenades or explosives. But if you use those, you actually attract more swarms.
Oh.
As in, the moment your grenade explodes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the next enemy turn will spawn at least 10 zombies
Oh.
nearby. So it's best if you do it slowly, take them out one by one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really fun when all the enemies just converge in one area, because the Lost also hunt Advent when they're nearby. They're not with Advent. Advent is also actually trying to clear these zombies out.
Okay.
That's the story. There's a part in Earth where I think an experiment or a sickness blew up, and everyone there became zombies. And Advent is also trying to clear them out. So it's
So they're neutral.
yeah. So it's fun when you start in concealment and you see them fighting. And you just wait until one side dies off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, XCOM 2 is really fun. You don't need to play base XCOM 2 anymore.
Have you played the base?
Yeah, I
think-
finished it with mods, and I kind of made things easier for myself last time. But now I'm playing it legit, because somehow it kind of feels easier. I don't know, maybe it's because
Especially with the zombies, man.
Or I think because
maybe
you
because I'm just
yeah,
familiar with XCOM 2 now.
you know the mechanics.
Yeah,
now.
I know what to research first.
Because remember
like that.
playing XCOM 2 for the first time, it is fucking overwhelming
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're constantly throwing objectives and shit. And then you see that timer. Oh god.
Oh shit! 8 turns.
8 turns.
8 turns.
Is
Yeah.
XCOM 2 harder than 1? Because I've only played 1.
I say so.
Oh.
But because it was poorly balanced by the devs.
Mm.
Some people installed mods to like balance it themselves, but I think War of the Chosen, they did do a good job now, and you can
Yeah.
play it without mods, because for now there aren't many mods available for the non-Steam version. Because if you're not playing the Steam version, you can only get your mods through the Nexus, and some of the mod makers aren't uploading their mods on the Nexus, just in the workshop.
Yeah, because
So-
you can pay them.
Yeah, so if you didn't buy XCOM 2 through
Through Steam.
Steam, and you bought a physical version and playing it like independently, good luck with your mods. The only mods
Ooh.
available right now are the extra accessories mod, I think. There's a mod from XCOM 2 base that's working. It's the one that lets you rotate the camera freely instead of going in 90 degrees.
Oh, okay. Instead of
It
clicking,
works. I
clicking it.
have that on. It works. Oh yeah. And then the last game that I really needed my internet on to download it was Yakuza Kiwami. The reason why I needed to download it is because it was released last week.
Mhm.
It was
released
past a week ago.
Yeah, it released
So,
internationally.
August
last-
29.
Yeah.
Data Blitz had their stock, I'd say September 5 or 6.
That's
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
That's around 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I bought it digitally.
the
and
day before
the day after,
Yeah.
Data Blitz had a stock, so fuck it. But yeah, I needed to download it, and I'm playing it, and I am back in Yakuza. Playing Kiwami and watching the best friends Let's Play Zero made me regret not following Yakuza as it came out. You know, I finished 1 in the PS2. When Yakuza 2 came out.
Yeah, I was the only one who finished that. I think.
I think all the discs I bought, because I'll just admit it, the Philippines was rife with piracy during the PS2 era.
Yeah,
And almost no one bought legit
Original.
PS2. So let's just admit it.
Yeah, almost 90% of the
Yeah.
people you know
Yeah,
who have a PS2.
all of the Yakuza 2
in the Philippines.
All of the Yakuza 2 that I bought crashed after the first
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
That's why I didn't. That's why I couldn't follow it. And yeah, Kiwami's great. Just the best part of Kiwami is definitely Majima.
Majima everywhere.
They rewrote the story to introduce Majima immediately.
Oh.
Wait, so Kiwami is like
A remake of one.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good way.
That was a
It's a good starting point. But if you had to start somewhere, start in zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they rewrote. Yeah.
They added more scenes for Nishiki to show
Yeah.
how he evolved
Yeah.
to become the evil man that
Mhm.
he was.
So yeah, Yakuza Kiwami rewrote some of the story to introduce Majima before Kiryu got in prison.
Oh.
So so this is the reason why the Majima Everywhere system exists.
Mhm.
Majima wants to fight Kiryu, but Kiryu is this super idealized Japanese man who's honorable and no, I will not fight you, senpai.
Mhm.
So what? No, that's literally it. No, Majima-san, I will not fight you. But Majima desperately wants to. His mission in life is to find ways for Kiryu to fight him.
He's working around loopholes basically.
Yes. So that's what happens with the Majima Everywhere system. So the way it works is, let's say, because it's not, there are three ways for you to encounter Majima.
Mhm.
First is the random. He's walking in the street. He finds you. You fight. The reason why Kiryu agrees to fight is, Kiryu, no matter what you do, I'm not gonna let you go to where you want to go. So if you want to save that girl, you're gonna have to fight me because I'm not gonna let you go. All right, Majima-san, let's fight.
What?
He's a reluctant main guy.
Yeah. The second is he dresses up or he hides in some things. So
Trash cans.
the two best ones are him as a police officer and him inside a traffic cone. Yes.
The big one,
Yeah,
right?
the
Wait, can you avoid this?
No.
Oh, what the
That the game tells you better be ready, have some healing items on because when Majima finds you, you can't run away.
okay.
You can't avoid
It's
it.
like you're saying a traffic.
What
cone,
if
so
you
I'll just
lose?
Go around the
I
traffic
never
cone.
lost, so I don't know.
Like there's a you say the traffic cone, so I can just like go around the traffic cone or something
No.
like that.
Yeah, when you see it, it triggers.
Okay.
So I'm just.
Does it move? Does it shake like a special
Yes.
Pokemon? So
Yeah,
that looks
yeah,
familiar. So I'll just go
Yeah,
around.
I'll talk about two of my favorites: the police officer and the traffic cone.
Yeah.
So there's a mission where you have to go to this building, go
Mhm.
near this building, and then Majima texts you, "Hey, you better not bring any weapons nearby when you're near this building because the police have been strict. They're gonna pat you down and search for weapons." And then when you get there, Majima is wearing a police officer's uniform. Kiryu-chan, it's time for the pat down. And then you saw the text, right? You don't have any weapons. He pats you down. Damn it, you're not wearing any weapons. How am I supposed to fight you like this? But Majima-san, you told me not to bring any weapons. No, damn it! What I tell you, you do the opposite. And then you need to go to this building, but every time you go nearby it,
He's always
Majima
there.
pats you down. You don't have any weapons. Get out of here. So you come back.
You need the weapon to go inside.
Yeah, you come back with a weapon. He pats you down. Hey, you have a weapon.
You know what that means.
I'm gonna arrest you. So if you don't want to be arrested, you have to fight me. And then the traffic.
So you're based on what you're saying, you're like a third or a third of the way to the story, right?
No. I'm not progressing the story because I'm doing side quests.
Ah.
I'm doing all side quests run.
Oh,
and-
you're presenting this now.
I fell in love with Yakuza all over again.
Mm.
And then the traffic cone. Here's Majima's logic with why you have to fight him when you find him in the traffic cone. So it's shaking, right?
Yeah.
Kiryu knows there's something up with the traffic cone. So by consciously and intentionally going up to the traffic cone, that means he consents to whatever happens with the traffic cone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know that there's something fishy about this and you came here anyway. You know that if it's me, I'm gonna ask to fight you. That means you consented. So let's fight. And then the third way to encounter him is
How big is this download for
It's 20
POE?
gig.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a big game.
And then the third way to fight Majima is every time you fight Majima, you get graded. You start with grade G, you go up to F, E, something like that. Before you go up to the next letter, there's a scripted Majima fight that you have to do for every letter. So my favorite one was in Yakuza. I talked to you about this a while ago. In Yakuza, there's always so many mini games. You can play bowling, you can play golf, you can play baseball,
Yeah.
you can just eat in restaurants. There's always a mini game where you go inside the hostess club and you talk to a girl. You know, you buy their time, you talk to them, you buy drinks.
You spend time with them,
yeah.
blah blah.
Yeah,
talk
you're
to them.
you're supposed to go there once, and then on your second time, you get dated with Goromi. So it's Majima Goro. That's his name.
His name is
Yeah,
Majima
you
Goro.
get you get paired up with girl Goromi, where it's clearly Majima. He has a tube dress, but if you know how Majima's design is, he has many tattoos on his shoulder.
He has an eye patch.
So he has the pink dress and a blonde wig, but he's still wearing his eye patch. You can see the tattoos. You can see the manly muscles, and the best part is, you know that Majima is just there to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know that at the end of this, you're gonna end up fighting him, but you do the hostess mini game with him anyway. You talk with him, you try to impress him.
You flirt with
Yeah,
him.
you flirt with him, you buy him drinks.
Asshole.
It's the best. And when you fight him, because the way Yakuza fights work, when they show you your enemy, it shows the name. So Majima Goro. But no, when you're fighting him, the name is Goromi. And I love how the Yakuza team just doubles down on their bullshit. Where you think that Majima is gonna show up for a scene? No, date him. And then after you date him, you fight. And then after that, I encountered him in the bowling.
Really?
I fought. Okay, so the main reason why you fight Majima is every time you beat him, you regain some of your dragon style moves.
Oh,
That's why you fight
Yeah,
Majima.
he's training you because you spent so many years in prison.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah. For you to go from rank A to rank D, you have to beat Majima in a bowling match. After the bowling match, there is no fight.
Yeah.
After I beat him in bowling, I got the next move.
What the fuck?
It's the best. It's the best.
I will buy, most likely I will buy Kiwami, and
Kiwami's
you're
really
more than
cheap.
welcome to. Actually, I
Buy
can lend you zero.
Zero, yeah, you can.
Wait,
if,
what?
if
What?
ever you're interested in getting into Yakuza, start with Yakuza
Yeah,
Zero, and Hermie has zero.
After I'm done replaying Persona 5,
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, if ever you feel like buying Kiwami, it's just 1,100 for us here.
Mm.
It's really cheap for a PS4 game. It's really cheap.
Yeah, the steelbook is 1.5.
Yeah, for a steelbook, it's really cheap.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 0 first.
Yeah, just replaying Yakuza in Kiwami, just
Bringing
made me-
back all the
yeah.
stupid shit. But it's better now, the graphics engine, the mini games, because they brought over the mini games from 0
Yeah,
to
and
1.
the fighting style of Zero.
So you can switch it up.
Switching styles and stuff. So. I love how Majima still has his styles. So sometimes you encounter him in thug form, sometimes you encounter him in slugger, sometimes he's using breakdance. It's so good. And yeah, there's not much to say aside from Yakuza is still hype.
Still a good
If
game.
I-
One of
if
the
I
best
finish-
series in the PS2 era.
If I finish 0, will you finish Near? So we can do like
Oh.
a Yakuza
Oh.
Near cast or
Sure,
something like that.
sure.
It's okay.
Alright, you guys work that amongst
Fine.
yourselves. Alright, you didn't play anything this week.
I
Did you?
did not.
Alright, let's head on to some news. We don't have much news this week, which is perfect because that means we'll end in less than 2:30. Alright, so Hermie.
Yes, I know that. I know
Yeah.
that.
So
I want to start with that. 90% of Gearbox, the dev team, is probably working on Borderlands 3. Yes, it's not Colonial Marines 2. Fuck that. This is one and their only.
this is their main game.
It's their main game,
Yeah.
and
It's their
and-
baby.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. Hopefully, we get a release next year. They've showed off a tech demo
Yeah, I
this
watched the
year on
tech demo
GDC.
too.
Mm.
Was good.
And hopefully, they don't make it into an into an MMO. Hopefully, they still keep the same art style. Just show us more worlds, and
Mm.
hopefully, the writing will be on par with 2 and not the pre-sequel.
Yeah, because like the rumor is like it's moving out of Pandora, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, moving out of the planet, so there are
Ah.
more vaults on other planets,
Yeah, yeah.
and hopefully the characters will still cameo, and they add more classes.
Yeah. They're trying to stay vague, but you know what else is there? What else is 90% of the team gonna work on? Especially if they've already released the tech demo like
Yeah.
last year or earlier this year.
Probably given up on what was that Overwatch competitor?
Yeah, and then they
Battleborn.
they even
Battleborn, yeah.
say we're working on the thing I think most of you guys want us to be
We're
working
working
on.
on.
What else would it be?
Yeah, of course.
Minecraft. Gearbox.
But
Yeah.
I saw the tech demo. They seem to be using the same NVIDIA physics engine. If you guys know that the thing that make crumbles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
I
sure.
just hope they don't put a heavy emphasis on that because that's the thing that brought Batman Arkham Knight down.
Oh.
Yeah, relying on that. Anyway, so just a side thing.
Alright, and then let's move on. Blizzard is opening an esports arena in LA.
What does esports arena
The
mean?
state of the art Blizzard Arena opens in October. So
What does arena mean? Like MOA arena? Like it's basically an arena
Yeah, Coliseum, maybe.
for watching games.
located at the famous Burbank Studios in California, the Blizzard Arena is described as a cutting-edge live event destination for pro players, esports fans, and everyone else who loves premier competition. So
So it's a stadium. It's just
all,
an
yeah,
actual
all
stadium.
of the Blizzard game esports scenes is probably just gonna happen there. Like if there's gonna be a tournament, it's gonna happen here. Like that's it. So yeah, it's gonna be for of course StarCraft, for Overwatch. Would they have
Yeah.
any other games?
Hearthstone.
Competitive Hearthstone, I doubt it.
Fucking God, I remember the
StarCraft.
beta,
Destiny,
Destiny 2.
dude, no, they're just distributing Destiny, but they don't run the servers or anything. Yeah, October. Get ready for some esports.
I'm just curious on how that thing is gonna make money for the times that there are not gonna be events.
Yeah. I don't know. Alright.
Because
While you guys were
events
talking, I'm
happen
sorry.
quarterly,
I just
yearly.
remembered while you guys were talking, I searched for the Jaden Smith.
Oh yeah, that's him. Oh yeah, he is black.
See that anime face.
Oh, he's doing a Hadouken. Fucking.
Oh yeah. While you're searching for that, can you search for? I want to include this in the news, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Can you search for the Filipino indie game that's being
Okay.
developed for the Switch?
Mm.
Okay.
Alright, so let's move on while Arnold is looking for that. There's been controversy this week. Malaysia is blocking Steam to ban the religious fighting game Fight of Gods. So
Yeah, that's a fighting game
yeah.
with Jesus
Yeah,
and
Jesus
Buddha.
and Buddha and Odin.
Yeah.
So every pantheon, every religion, they're trying to include it. I think for now Muhammad's not there because ISIS
Yes.
might blow them up or
I
something.
don't know.
But yeah, at first Malaysia, of course they don't like this because in one of their laws, they want to prevent any kind of discrimination to any kind of religion. So like legally for them, this shouldn't exist in their country.
But the weird thing is, why did they have to block the whole Steam store, not just the page?
At first, they told Steam to prevent Malaysians from buying the game, but Steam didn't condone to it. After 24 hours, Malaysians were still able to download legally, so they instead went to banning their ISPs banned Malaysians from accessing the Steam store. Just the store. The players can still play their games online via Steam, but they can't access the store.
What if they have the Steam app?
What do you mean the Steam app?
Phone for the mobile.
Yeah.
Well, it's their ISPs, so
Yeah. You
It's
can
probably
still detect that shit.
everywhere.
Okay.
So yeah, there's as of when I downloaded this article, there hasn't been any updates on it. So we'll see if maybe either I doubt Malaysia will give up on this. So either Steam goes with making Malaysian players unable to access it, or they just say fuck Malaysia.
They're gonna lose a lot of
I
money.
doubt it's fuck Malaysia. Alright. Next up,
Oh, hello.
Rockstar is bringing LA Noire to PS4, Switch, and Xbox One.
Oh, so that's the
Yeah,
news
first,
I've been hearing.
First Rockstar game for the Switch will be an LA Noire. I'm not sure if it's a remaster. It's probably a remaster.
Have any of you guys played that game?
I watched the Let's Play of Best Friends. He
Finished.
did.
Yeah, I finished it. It was okay. Yeah.
Does it play like GTA? Like you
in-
control, you
no,
drive?
No,
you
no.
control-
It is an open world, but it's still linear.
It's
It's like playing a movie.
the open world didn't really have much of a
Anything-
point.
Yeah. Didn't have anything
They
to
just
do.
wanted you to be able to run around and drive, but there's nothing to do in the world.
Oh.
Yeah, just the story stuff.
Because as a police officer, you can't kill people anyway.
Yeah.
And that was before GTA 4 and San Andreas, where the world had a lot of mini games.
Mhm.
And the same Vice City, where you couldn't really do anything. At least you could kill people.
Yeah.
But here, you can't do anything with the world. No, just go to the next story point, find the next clue. That's it.
Okay.
I like this news though because that means they might be gauging the audience for an LA
For-
Noir 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. Just lose the face shit. That shit's
Yeah,
The
it
mocap,
costs-
the facial capture.
The most intricate, but probably most expensive
Yeah.
face capture in any game in history.
In
Oh, really?
Yeah. In essence, it's like 3D scanning your face while doing the shit, and it is uncanny valley to hell. I'm not a fan of it. Goddamn.
Yeah, look forward to it. The people who haven't played LA Noir yet, it's gonna be November 14,
Oh, okay.
and then also here.
that
South
I
Park,
know
the
that.
fractured but whole has
Yeah.
a skin color difficulty setting. The darker your skin color, the harder the game is. So they talked about how exactly this makes the game harder, not for combat, but it's for interacting with the world.
Yeah, every other aspect of
Yeah,
your
every
whole
other
life.
aspect of your life. So talking to NPCs, trying to get rewards.
I
The
think
darker your skin, the
I-
harder it's gonna be.
yeah, I think that affects not EXP but cash drops and buying stuff, buying items. It costs way more to
Yeah.
be a black man.
This means that the default behaviors for almost all the non-player characters in the game are easier on you, and they would be otherwise. Yeah. The default barriers for completions of quests are lower. I think this is if you're white. Your leveling up thresholds come more quickly. You automatically gain entry to some parts of the map that others have to work for. The game is easier to play automatically, and when you need help by default, it's easier to get.
Damn, that's
Oh,
some social
yeah,
commentary.
Privilege in game.
Okay, I'm probably gonna play this like legit, like how color our skin actually is.
Yeah,
Not as a black man.
brown.
Yeah, just very
Brown.
hard. Not-
Just very brown.
Brown, slightly lighter brown.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
brown is like Indian,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Arab. We're more on slightly.
slightly
Latino brown.
right
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
middle or slightly
Yeah.
left.
Kayumangi.
Yeah.
Kayumangi.
Right, then last one for the news. Alright, did you find that?
Oh yeah. You want me to read it?
Yeah,
Or-
before we head on to the last one. Because
What-
the last one is this.
The fuck is Osemari-chan and
What the fuck?
He's the
he's speaking from
Merry Christmas, everybody!
No, okay, here we go. Filipino indie game Shots Fired.
There we go.
Oh yeah, coming to the Switch. The team is Chryse, Chryse, with the help of a publisher, another indie. So I'm gonna read the synopsis.
Okay.
yeah.
An ex-assassin is forced to return to his bloody days under the guise of a fuzzbead photojournalist. When a string of tragedies struck his life, his wife was murdered, daughter was kidnapped, and his beloved TV got stolen. You will need more than the power of memes to uncover the conspiracy surrounding recent events and skills to execute your targets stealthily. So
It's an assassin game.
it is an assassin game. Here's the trailer. Do we watch the trailer?
Yeah, sure. You can check it out.
Fine. Yeah, it's a 2D bit. Yeah, it's definitely indie.
Oh,
Wait, what?
yeah, probably. Is this just cutscenes?
Oh, it's an 8-bit.
Oh no, that's gameplay.
Okay. I thought this was gonna be like a 2D side
It
scroller.
kind of looks like Papers, Please, and
Oh, yeah,
games
Papers,
similar to
Please.
it. So yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Okay, so you
Oh,
play.
it looks like Papers, Please. What the fuck is that?
maybe another indies help with Papers, Please.
Maybe.
Oh,
Wait,
you
you're a
just
sniper.
yeah, you just play as an assassin.
Okay, so you're an. Wait, what? Yeah, you're playing as a sniper
That's
here.
interesting.
Yeah, support local.
Yeah, support local.
Actually, it looks
Pinoy.
Looks
Proud to
pretty.
be Pinoy.
Looks
Yeah,
pretty good.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Proud to be Pinoy.
Para hindi puro toklang lang.
Is this the first Filipino game
Outside?
recognized by the big companies?
I believe not, because I remember the magazine Games Master,
No.
or it was a Filipino magazine. Anyway, so they also did something that was like first-person shooter.
Did it get ported to a console? Because
No.
this is coming to the Switch.
No.
This is the first Filipino
Yeah, so
console
maybe
game.
this is
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
Filipino.
Right. You're done.
Proud to be Pinoy.
Proud to be
Yeah, sige, go, so good. Maybe we'll be like Poland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna get funded by the government.
Yes.
Fuck no. We can't even fund our athletes.
Oh,
How the
shit.
fuck are we gonna fund our game developers?
The fuck?
Okay, let's just finish
Yeah,
up
let's
with
just finish up
releases.
with the game releases in September. So let's go to the list. So yeah, in order, already released are Songbringer, Knack 2, Lego Worlds, Mine.
What?
Probably
It's a
a-
Joa!
It's Mark.
Let's talk to Mark live.
Hey,
Mark, you're in the podcast.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Patapos na kami, pre.
Yeah, we're finishing up, bud. Sorry.
Nasa ending na kami.
You can feel the sadness.
Alright.
Okay.
Next time.
Next
Bye.
time. Bye.
At least nakasama ka sa podcast in some way. Alright. So, yeah, already released. Destiny 2 was already released. If you
Yeah.
guys are planning on checking it out.
Ish.
Eman's making some noise. I don't know if he's serious.
I'm discouraging him, man. It's like they say Destiny 2 is like a better Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of Destiny. So
Yeah.
if you guys love Destiny, you're gonna love Destiny 2. But if you wanted something different, I'm very sorry.
Sorry, I'm saying it now, Emma. No.
Yeah, I've already bought some games
Yeah.
this month, and I'm planning on buying something late. So yeah, Monster Hunter Stories also came out. It is the 3DS game where you're
It plays like
riding-
Pokemon.
yeah,
Pokemans.
Dream Break. I don't know what the fuck that is. NASCAR Heat 2.
Yeah, boy.
No one
Pro
here.
Evolution Soccer 2018.
Rayman.
Rayman Legends Definitive Edition for the Switch.
Divinity.
Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yeah, it's finally coming out of early access.
Yeah.
But people who bought early access.
Wait, is that the one with that's like what's that? How is
kind
Divinity?
of like playing the D&D
yeah, it's
games.
kind of like playing D&D
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking like
with a modern
I
engine.
forgot that one. Diablo. It's like
kind of
Diablo.
like
it's
that.
not-
Kind of like. No, it's
it's
kind of
turn-
like it.
But it's turn-based.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more similar to Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And then Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. Is this an expansion or something?
It's a
Or
standalone.
side game?
It's a standalone expansion for Dishonored 2.
Right. Then Metroid: Samus Returns for the 3DS, not the Switch game.
Yeah,
3DS one.
Yes.
NBA Live 18, NHL 18.
What's the Echo?
Sports.
Echo, I'm not sure. This is familiar to me, but I don't remember.
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry. Hidden Dragon Legend. I don't know what the fuck that is as well. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. This is
Are you
one-
still getting that?
This is one that I'm kind of conflicted on because I bought Kiwami just this week,
Mm.
and I'm gonna be buying Gundam Versus, which we're gonna be talking about later, late this month. So I don't know if I'll have money for MVCI. And now Lawrence is also kind of going off the grid, so
Yeah.
Who knows?
I can't rely on him for the group copy. No.
Well, based from the opinion of people, I don't think we're gonna miss out much.
Oh, really?
From what I know,
Uh,
it's still a good game,
Uh-huh.
but people have a problem with the art and the roster.
Mm.
Because the roster is so safe. It's the Avengers.
Yeah,
It's-
and they're
the
reusing
main
some of
Capcoms.
the the
It's
stuff.
just a lot of the MVC3 characters.
I mean,
Yeah.
MVC3 had the biggest roster, right? So
But, I am kind of interested because I get to play as X, and Venom is gonna be DLC, so who knows, maybe down the line I get it, but maybe not on release. I don't think I'm interested in anything coming out on October, so I'll check it out if I can get it on October.
Okay.
Or you could wait for the Game of the Year edition or the Hyper
Yeah,
Mega.
maybe, just like what we're doing for Injustice.
Yeah.
We'll see. NBA 2K18.
Are you getting that?
Someone's hyped.
I'm not getting it.
Oh, why not?
Fuck that shit. I started with 2K10 and now
You've been playing it every year.
yeah, I've been buying it 2,000 pesos every year. No more.
You're just gonna skip out this year,
Yes.
hopefully.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, I'm not much of a player anymore.
Alright.
SteamWorld Dig too?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
It's already been out since earlier this year for the other consoles. Guild Wars 2, a new expansion. No one's really playing Guild Wars 2 here.
Pokemon Gold and Silver?
Just for a digital version for the 3DS.
Oh, okay. I thought like a remake.
The Lego Ninjago movie video game.
Sure.
It was a Ninjago movie?
Yeah. Pokken Tournament Deluxe, which is Pokken Tournament 2. Project Cars 2.
Hey.
Raiders of the Broken Planet. Batman Episode 2.
Oh, okay. September 36th.
Blue Reflection. Not familiar with what Blue Reflection is. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, which is I think a remake, a re-release, a remake, or a definitive edition of Danganronpa 3.
Okay.
Fallout 4 Game of the Year.
What? Hasn't there already been a Game of the Year?
I don't
Now?
think so. Yeah, now
Oh, that's fine.
Halo Wars 2 Awakening the Nightmare. Hob. I don't know what the fuck Hob is.
That sounds familiar. Hub.
Raid World War 2
Ruiner.
This is I think is a Devolver game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolver, Ruiner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolver came out late August. I was planning on getting it, but money problems because I had to buy Kiwami and a controller.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I
was planning to get Life is Strange.
Yeah. Alright, Life is Strange also came out late August.
Yeah.
Because we missed the previous podcast. Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash.
Hey.
This
Sure,
is a Senran Kagura with water guns, as far as I remember.
So it's a wet t-shirt
Oh,
contest type.
finally.
Cuphead is
Finally.
coming out.
Goddamn, 3
finally
years.
coming out. FIFA 18, get your balls out. And Gundam Versus,
Versus
as I
the-
talked about, that's what I'm definitely getting. And Total War Warhammer 2 for the RTS.
Ah, there's a
people.
Warhammer 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the releases for September. As far as we know, there might be secret releases in between, but those are the mainstream releases at least. Oh yeah, that's our week. Do you have a segment ready?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I just wanted to do it this day.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it is special this day. I was
Okay.
planning. I was thinking of like the next end segment is like this day in video gaming history or something like that.
All right.
So it seems cool, right?
Alright,
Until
yeah.
I went to look out this day, which makes it
Wait,
so awesome.
are you doing today or are you doing the release day?
I'm planning it like history, as in if like the PS2 was released.
No,
or
are you
something.
doing it today as in day of recording or today as in day of release?
Of course, day of recording.
Okay.
Okay.
It has to be Saturday.
Okay, so today is September 9th, right?
Yeah.
Today was officially the start of Sorry Eman. Because today, 3 years ago,
release of Destiny 1.
Yeah, it was the
Oh
release of
my
Destiny
god!
I am so sorry,
That
Eman.
is our title. You two
Sorry,
douches.
Eman. Okay, so to put in the context, these two idiots beside me promised another idiot.
No, we
Eman
didn't promise we'll get it. We told Eman that we'll
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
We're the one who told him, Eman, this looks good.
Good. Please
We're
get it
gonna
so you
get
can.
it so we can play
Enjoy.
together. And then he's the only one.
we
who
were
bought it.
actually hyped for this game,
Yeah,
man.
because we followed the trailers where it looked like a shooter MMO.
yeah.
And then it was released and ended up becoming.
It's still a shooter MMO.
No, it's not.
No, we were
it's
thinking
not
like
open world.
Yeah, open
Yeah,
world.
we were thinking open world. It looked
if you
open
thought
world.
it was shooter MMO like
We-
Borderlands.
Yeah, we thought this was gonna be the next Borderlands or something like that.
Yeah. Okay,
But-
okay.
But
No.
you know, sorry,
Yeah,
Eman.
sorry, Eman. At least you're in our episode title.
No,
Sorry, Evan.
So
Santos, Destiny 2.
This day on gaming.
3 years
Stay
ago.
on gaming
Sorry,
news. Sorry, Eman.
3 years ago, he still couldn't let go.
That's a better title.
Alright, that's where we're ending.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright,
Okay, goodbye, guys.
Thank you.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Give me bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still our run-up boy. So go on, straighten out your cap. Let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power shroom. Don't forget you're the superstar. No one else can make it this far. But come through that stash. Now you've got panache. Oh, let's do the Odyssey. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared.